Why is this unlisted, but not taken down? JiDion reacts to H3 showing liberal racism on his podcast. Okay, I'm curious.
Oh! Chat!
Now, we talked about this guy, JiDion.
Chat!
X
I thought that was his chat. Oh, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that.
Months. Incredible. Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, chat. I never thought I would react to an H3H3 video, or, my bad. I love H3H3's videos, bro. I'm a huge H3H3 fan. And when I say H3H3, I mean his main channel, bro. The Ethan Klein, we all know and love. The Fake Nation, y'all, that's the Ethan I love. This new Ethan, this new arc, not the biggest fan of. But I never thought I would react to his podcast. But I was at Best Buy one day, and I seen Andrew.
Oh, is this the Best Buy video? Is this the video where he talks? Okay.
We took a picture. I posted it on social media. Then someone DM'd me and was like, oh, you must have seen H3's video about you. And I was like, what video? And he sent me the link to it, and H3H3 made a video about me. I didn't even know. I really didn't know.
Yeah, okay.
And it's about the Best Buy. So let's sit back and let's enjoy this.
Let's see what JiDion has to say.
Now, we talked about this guy, JiDion.
Oh, man, the audio is really bad on both.
What
are you doing?
Into this whole spat with Pokimane. What happened with him? It was like, oh, yeah, he got banned for being like a total chauvinist dick. And then they made up.
He had a whole like redemption arc with her.
Well, I don't know if it was a show. I mean, he was a little bit, it was a little sexist, I suppose you could say. Like, he kind of hate rated her, and I think he would basically, yeah, it was kind of sexist, sure. Okay. I think he hate rated her, and then he was just like, the only reason, I don't know, I think he said something along, he kept like, what did he do? He put his profile picture as Pokimane without makeup, and kind of made it seem like the only people that subscribe to her are like simps and whatnot. So yeah, I guess you could make that argument. Sure. Well, that is the correct argument. Sure. Okay.
Where they made up and they got friendly. I think they did a stream together.
Yeah. They met up at TwitchCon together before JiDion got kicked out.
Regained a lot of the goodwill that he had lost, and then, well,
I think he's still popular. I don't think his fans care about this. He has got that Aiden Ross kind of like, 12-year-old fan.
Yeah, I mean,
but
whoa, Ethan.
Aiden Ross, 12-year-old fan. What an insult, man. Are you saying, by that logic, what you're telling me is that Cocomelon isn't an amazing show? Just because there's young kids that like it. I mean, come on. Come on, bro. Come on, dude. You telling me that cartoons are lame?
I'll have you know. I feel like my fan base is really misqualified, because a lot of the times something happens that's more stream worthy. So yeah, my streaming fan base is more Aiden Ross, but like my main channel, I feel like it's everybody. I feel like I have the Minecraft community on my main channel. I have
probably young people in the Minecraft community.
I have everybody on my main channel, bro. Do we not?
But I do like JiDion. Maybe he's right. Maybe he has like a very diversified fan base. I guess he could show his statistics on YouTube, but I mean, I don't think it needs to go that far.
Do we not, chat? Like, chat, say your age right now. I feel like we literally have all age ranges from anywhere, especially on the main channel. So, like, you know, I don't know, man.
I think I could look my audience.
I thought it was
nice. Like, I'm seeing a lot of 23, 21. I see a 30. Someone's in here is 30. Someone's 42.
Nice, at least the way he apologized to Pokimane, because most people just wouldn't do that, and I thought it was nice. Regardless, it's funny. I saw this video on TikTok, and I didn't realize.
I'm sorry for the audio. JiDion fucked up. All right, JiDion has it so that, like, for whatever reason, Ethan's go get the volume increaser. JiDion, what are you doing?
The same guy. Hassan also had a beef with this guy because he went. This is the guy I think who went to the most racist town in America.
Oh, dude, look. So 70% of my audience is male, 28% is female, 1.8% are non-binary, I guess. It just says they didn't specify. And then it seems like I have 44% of my people are 18 to 24, 2.5% are 13 to 17, 36% are 25 to 34. Okay, we've got 1% are 65 years old and up, another 1% 55 to 64, 4.5 45 to 54, almost 10%, 9.9 35 to 44. Wow, incredible. My audience is getting older. Very cool. Very cool. I wonder how many people in the 18 to 24 category are actually younger and just lie. I don't know.
Oh,
then Hassan was like,
right.
Hassan was just like, I don't know what people expect, that you're just going to go walk around and people are just going to be screaming racial slurs at you. That's not how it works.
Right.
Yeah, so here's the thing. This is the one thing I have an issue with, Ethan, is first of all, you should have watched Hassan's video on JiDion. Well, you should have just watched JiDion's response to Hassan's response to JiDion's original video about going to the most racist town in America. You might be like, well, that's a lot to do. It's your job. If you're going to do commentary, you should be talking with authority. You should at least be research. You know what I mean? Like, you should look into it. I remember watching that. The biggest issue I had was Hassan almost instantly said that he was like, "Oh, JiDion's just going to whitewash this," and then, which suggests to me that you're just saying Hassan's trying to make the argument that JiDion's just making whitewashing it, like dancing for white people. That's what I got of it, and then followed that up very quickly by saying JiDion doesn't care about racial issues, and he's a black guy, and he does care, and he made that point as a follow up. And then he did make a good point. I mean, like, I know it's a profound point to a lot of people, pretty basic point that, like, racism doesn't manifest itself as like, oh, you're an N-word. Sure, but, like, why does that matter? The town had gotten heat because that's what it seemed like. Somebody went there and they were holding a BLM sign up and people were calling them the N-word. So it makes them seem like they are that town. So JiDion just went there to investigate the rumor. Yeah, it was content, but it was cool. It was a nice video. It was perfectly fine. It certainly wasn't worth instantly trying to shit on the guy before he even made any point whatsoever in the video like Hassan did. Do I think Hassan's racist? I'm probably not. It's probably more that he doesn't respect JiDion because, like, you know, Hassan is a tier 3 Pokemon simp. No, but it probably has something to do with that interaction. But it was really disrespectful. It was very condescending. And the point where JiDion's like, yo, bro, I felt like the actual KKK member was, like, more respectable to me than you. Like, they interpreted it as like, oh, you're just trying to say Hassan's racist, but obviously he's not as racist as a KKK member. That's not what JiDion was saying. JiDion was simply saying he felt more respected by the racist guy than Hassan. Like, if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, damn, maybe I'm interacting with people in the wrong way. Like, obviously that one guy didn't like JiDion on the foundation that he's black. But, I mean, he still felt more respected by that guy. So you might want to check yourself and be like, why? So, because you were being disrespectful. Even if it wasn't because of his race, you were being very disrespectful and very dismissive of JiDion. And you made some good basic points, but you kind of sandwiched shit like the really insensitive, potentially racially ignorant points. Like, for instance, that you don't think a black guy gives a fuck about race issues. And you put some okay points in there, like, oh, racism doesn't manifest itself in, like, explicitly. I don't know what to tell you. Be a little more fucking self-aware, bro. Like that's kind of where that came from. I think JiDion and Hassan have, like, I think that they've kind of, like, wrapped that up. So he probably won't go too much into the specifics, JiDion. So I get that. But I'm just saying, like, you know, you should have watched the video, Ethan. That's the biggest problem I have is, like, how are you going to provide commentary on a situation that you didn't look at? Watch it on your off time. You make millions of dollars doing this, and you've somehow done less work than you used to do when you made less money. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you shouldn't be commentating. Like, dude, this is one of the things about, like, podcast commentary and the commentary I do is it's very, very, very low effort. The only thing you literally have to do is watch a video and react to it, and then you can upload it to YouTube. So why wouldn't you just do that? But somehow we didn't even do that. You kind of just talked about JiDion really quick in an 8-minute bit so that you could make a little money off of it and then you reference a situation you don't know anything about. Like, you should have looked into that situation.
Hassan wants bad stuff to happen to black people.
I'm pretty sure that's what that soundbite is
that was
from.
about. Yes.
Yeah, so somehow they spun it into Hassan as a racist. I don't know.
No, I never said Hassan was racist.
Let's be very clear. I'm the one who said Hassan was racist, and that pissed off Hassan because I watched him go like, oh, somebody made the racism of Hassan video. Yeah, I said that. That was the title of it. You could call it a little clickbaity. More than anything, it was like racial ignorance because I think that he was being ignorant in some capacity. That's what I said. Don't say that JiDion said that. That was a point that I made. And it's like one of those racial ignorance where you're kind of dismissive of, like, somebody's identity just because you want to be, which is what I think he did to JiDion a little bit. So you shouldn't conflate those 2 points there, Ethan. Frankly. And you want to know what? Here's one thing I really want to bring up. This is something that I want to bring up, right? This is the biggest thing that I thought was this actually a little bit racist. Think about this. JiDion put up his video. Hassan reacted to the video. Then JiDion reacted to Hassan's reaction. Then I think it was 2 days later, Hassan responded to it, and so did Ethan, kind of on Leftovers, without watching it. But the only reason they talked about it is because Keemstar said it was racist, right? So maybe Keemstar would be one, but that's the only reason it's because Keemstar brought it up. So think about this: you didn't care about JiDion's reaction, being upset, until a white guy brought it to your attention, and that's Keemstar. Now it's probably not because he's white; it's just because it's easy to hate Keemstar. I get that; that's totally fine. But notice how that he didn't give a shit to react to what happened with JiDion until until Keemstar brought it up. You gotta think about it like that, bro. It is a little weird. It's probably not because he's white. It's probably just because they hate Keemstar. But still, think about it like that, bro. You didn't care to even react to the dude. So you have like a series of different things where it's like you probably didn't do it because there's a race factor, but you certainly don't seem to respect JiDion that much, and not enough to acknowledge him and respond to what he had said until the person that you hate the most makes a response to it. So it's like kind of shitty. Like, you know, when you look at it, it's like, yeah, this is kind of shitty. Why are you being such an asshole to JiDion? Like, why are you telling him he doesn't care about race issues? Why are you telling him he's whitewashing content? Why are you like not responding to him until fucking Keemstar talks about it? You know?
I was basically saying that Hassan was being I felt like I was being belittled.
I think you used the word patronizing, yeah.
That's how I felt. I felt like I was being pandered and patronized. I felt like Hassan was being very patronizing. It was just crazy because with that whole Hassan situation, it never picked up steam until Keem got involved. You know what I mean?
What I said? What did I say? Of course. That's what I'm saying, bro. Why? You know?
And then right when Keem got involved in it, that's when they all wanted to talk about it.
Yup.
And I hate that. Because it's not that I want all the attention on me. It's just like, it felt more of like, he has no credibility. We'll just let this roll over. Oh, Keemstar's in on this? Roll it. Like, you know, that's how I felt with that whole situation. But
I agree.
It's past now. It's done and over with. It is what it is.
And just to be clear, this video was from last year, but I just...
Oh, it's not even new?
No, it's not. It's not new.
Oh, my man, bro. My man's in tune, bro. Shout out to homie. Shout out to homie, man. Let me find out you part of the PRD Nation, bro. Bro, leave H3's podcast and come over to the stream, man.
The way it was posted initially, it looked like it was new, but looking more
I gotta do my own volume sliding because JiDion's reacting to a very low video.
into it, it was last year.
Let's start all
So
that.
that's before the redemption arc. That changes everything.
Yeah, this changes everything.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, were you about to shit on me if it was after the redemption arc?
Well, we're here. Let's just watch it. I've seen this and I didn't know it was him. And I mean, it's such a dick. It's just not even.
Why? Because all black people look the same, Ethan? Got him. Racist. Ugh. In the wise words of Petty Paige Christie, Ethan, just say the N-word already. I'm just kidding. She did say something like that, though. I thought it was a funny tweet. Then she deleted Twitter.
Funny. I mean, I don't know what to say. I guess kids, I don't know, but watch this.
Hey, listen, I'm going to say I watched the video, and, like, yeah, it was distasteful. I wasn't a big fan of the Best Buy thing. I guess it was kind of funny, but it was kind of, like, shitty. Like, he was basically harassing a Best Buy employee. You guys got to leave these minimum wage workers alone. You know what I mean? Go harass police officers. They deserve it. But... but just leave the Best Buy guys alone. But JiDion's a young guy, so you know what I mean. It is what it is. But oh, he did say it already. You're right. But he apologized. He did, so it's okay.
Oh, your computer's frozen. Apparently.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Technical difficulties.
We are troubleshooting my computer.
Yeah.
They
So
really left
let's
us
do a
in.
poll while Dan tries to fix this.
Yeah, they left
On
it in.
Ace Fest.
You know what it is? The reason they left it in on their live stream is because if they edit it, it pulls out the live chat reaction. And the reason they probably didn't edit it out of the clip is because they just didn't care, you know. Listen, I do that too, so.
Before we went, we did a poll. We said, do you think it's going to be a total disaster? It's going to be like mid, or it's going to be amazing? Is that right? Is that fair? Those three categories, or do we need more?
He really left us in. He really left a technical difficulty in a clip.
We'll do the poll. All right. Thank you.
What happened?
There you go.
Shirt on, you gotta go.
Oh, damn, for real?
Like, so decide right now. On or out.
Whoa, what's
The deal on.
No, I'm just saying, like, what's that?
What's what?
Like, the dance move you're doing? Like, you trying to hit the wall?
Or out.
Wait, what do I have to do?
Shirt on.
By the way, he
Get out of
starts
the store.
filming now, or it starts now. I'm pretty sure they've been arguing for a while based on how that started.
Nope. No. He literally came straight up to me like that, man. Nope. Never had a conversation with Andrew before he first came up to me.
Listen, by the way, I think that's totally appropriate for the way that the guy approached JiDion, because like your shirt's off in the fucking place and you're filming. He's probably you gotta stop. You know, I guess he could have done better, but I mean, bro, come on, you are harassing a fucking minimum wage worker, so
that was how he came up to me.
He was like, "You got to get in or out, bro. Like, I make $12 an hour. I'm not trying to fucking deal with your ass."
No, yeah. You see how she asked was like polite, but like you came in here like trying to like hit the Charlie D'Amelio wall on me.
That's stupid.
It's all good. I can put it on. He like looked the other way. It's kind of like sus. Unless you roll that way.
Yeah.
You roll that way? Homosexual? Damn, you're not gonna dab me up.
Should have at least added them up, but
I don't like the way you're looking at me. Yo, Andrew, I'ma catch you later.
Who the fuck goes to Best Buy without a
Catch
shirt?
you later, Andrew. Hey.
well, it's probably part of the bit, but
I go to Best Buy without a shirt, Ethan. Bro, the reason why I went to Best Buy without a shirt was literally because it was hot as balls outside.
Hey, listen. You don't think it probably had a little bit to do with content? But when you get into the store, they probably have AC, so you probably put it on there. You already know that. You already know, JiDion, that you're not supposed to have your shirt off in the fucking building. Okay?
It was so hot. And I walked from the car wash over to the Best Buy because my car was getting washed. And so I just had my shirt over my head like I was walking in the desert, and I literally just forgot. I just forgot.
Maybe. Okay.
Dude,
all right, fair enough.
I can't fucking stand dudes like that, bro. You know what?
Like what?
I want to come in here with an army of people just without shirts on. Fuck, man, I'm not gonna lie. Andrew
Oh
pissed me
my
off.
God.
Like, bro,
Why?
he came up to me, he's like, "Hey, man, you gotta put on a shirt real quick."
Bro, can I tell you, dude, this is the worst, because what's happening right now... Okay, so let's say JiDion's story is true. It sounds true. It makes sense. Let's say that this is his story. Okay, this is a literal man moment. This is an actual man moment. Okay? Where something really small happens that questions like your ego in some way, and you're like, I gotta respond to this. That's every guy who cuts you off in traffic after they get cut off. That's this. You know what I mean? Like unnecessary, like, all right, you want to fuck with me, Andrew? Like, Andrew's right. Okay? That's the guy's name, right? He's right. You should have your fucking shirt on. He could have been a little nicer. At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. But this is what happens in like in real life. I'm trying to remember the last time something like this happened where I felt the need to like fucking swing my dick. I have to think about it. Because I actually watched this H3 reaction to JiDion a while ago, and I just never posted it because I was like, okay, whatever. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I just didn't care. Like, no, you know what it was? I had done another H3 reaction that I put up, and I'm like, I don't feel like putting up a bunch of H3 reactions. I forgot the story that I told there, but this is that kind of shit, where you just feel the need to flex your fucking balls.
Real quick, I would have been like, "Yeah, it's cool." But bro came up to me like, "Hey, what's up with your boy Andrew?" My bro was trying to hit the wall on me, like, kind of felt violated. Andrew, yesterday.
Oh, yes, me getting mad at Costco. Is that the one that I brought up? Oh, it was so stupid. It was so dumb. Yes, that's the story. Yes. So I went to Costco one time, right? I went in there. I returned. So there's an entrance and an exit to Costco. So I went and I returned bottles. You do that like outside the Costco. So I did bottles, and I went through the exit because the service counter's right there. Like, that's normal, right? So you got there's the entrance and the exit to Costco, right? And then there's like a divider here. It's all brick or whatever. And then like over here is where the bottle return is. So I did my bottles, and then I went to the exit. There's a line, and you wait on the line, and then you talk to the counter over here. And then the entire Costco is basically like, if you look at it as a whole building, like, yeah, here's the entrance, here's the exit, here's where the bottles are on the outside. There's an awning here. So you do bottles, and I went in here, and then I did the customer service thing to get the money for the bottles because it gives you a ticket. And usually when I do that, I'll go over here to the food court. I'll eat some food, and then I'll go, and this is where like I was gonna say the washing machine, the cashiers are. So I'll just like walk through this way, and I'll go do my shopping. That's how I've always done it. So one day I came in, I did my bottles, I returned my thing, and I start walking the opposite way. And the guy's like, "You can't do that, sir." And he was rude to me, and it pissed me off. He's like, "You can't come in this way." I'm like, "Why? That's how I always come in." And he was kind of an asshole to me. So I just got really mad. I walked away, and I'm like, I'm never coming to Costco again. That was my whole thing. And then, I called my wife on the phone, and she's like, "Come on, You need to get stuff. And then I just went back inside the normal way and I just went about my day. But it's one of those things where you feel the need to be like pissed. But at the end of the day, it's like really not a big deal. It's not really worth it. You just have like, you feel like you're masculine in these questions, so you want to fucking yell. But, you know, it's one of those things. Sometimes you just take the L and it's like, all right, it is what it is. What are you going to do about it? You know? And that's the moment JiDion's in, except he does do something about it. And he probably shouldn't. You just going to like take the L in that situation. Yeah, toxic masculinity moment, sure.
You discriminated me. You did not let me take off my shirt. Boys, uncircumcised.
Oh my god. This is really not the appropriate reaction. I feel bad for the guy that yelled, well, not really yelled at JiDion. He was a little frantic. That's it, you know?
Bro, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This is an iconic moment in the JiDion lore.
Okay.
This is an iconic. I feel like, bro.
Jesus Christ.
This is something Ethan would have done. Pre-2018, pre-podcast, Ethan literally would have done something like this.
I don't think so. I don't think that he would have done that. I don't know. I don't think that Ethan ever would have done that. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay? I'm not the biggest Ethan fan, but I don't think Ethan would have done that.
I don't care what anybody would say. Pre-Ethan would have done something like this, bro. Ethan, you inspired me. You want to know why I act the way I act? It's because of you, Ethan. It's because of you. It's because of iDubbbz. Because of Joji. It's because of y'all. You guys were my childhood. You. Yes, you, Ethan.
I don't think Ethan would have ever done that. I'm just being honest with you. I think you might have misread the guy.
You over here looking at me like this. You created this.
Yeah, no, Ethan would have just called the Best Buy guy a pedophile. Yeah, he just likes to call everybody pedophiles. That's what How old's your girlfriend? Oh, you're 20 and she's 18? Pedophile. You know, that would have been what he would have done. Yeah. So
Is he standing on a bunch of expensive ass TVs?
We are peaceful. Andrew, you can't run from this. We will not be caged any longer. We have been discriminated for our lives. It's simple. Free the nipple. It's simple. Free the nipple. It's simple. Free the nipple. Join us, sir. Can you please join us?
Bro, this is way too extra. I really do feel bad for those Best Buy workers, man. They really, you got all this fucking going on, all because the guy could have been a little nicer about you not wearing your shirt. And I think we all know at this point that you're always supposed to wear a shirt in the store. So maybe you did forget, but he was like, you know, you're supposed. I don't know if I necessarily believe that you forgot, but if you did, that's fine. But like, come on, the guy was just trying to do his job. He could have been better, but it is what it is, you know.
It's simple. It's simple. Free the nipple. Free the nipple. Free the nipple. Free the nipple. It's simple. Free the nipple. It's simple. Free the nipple. I think I'm working this down, boys.
But I thought we have a right to protest, Ethan. I thought, isn't that part of free speech?
Well, you usually, I guess you could, but you know, you're not really protesting. You really know, you're not protesting here, JiDion. Like, you know that you're pissed because the guy was a little mean to you, and you're like, I'm gonna fuck with this guy. That's what that's not really protesting as much as that is just being a man, bro. It's called toxic masculinity, JiDion.
No, BLM can go out into the streets, fucking vandalizing shit. I can't walk inside of a Best Buy and peacefully protest.
Well, here's what I would say. First of all, BLM probably, I think we both know, has a little bit more. You're complaining because a guy was a little mean to you about putting a shirt on, and you acknowledge you shouldn't have to, that you should wear a shirt. BLM a little different. I would say most people don't think that BLM should be having violent protests, but there's no problem with them protesting. But okay.
Policy of not letting us free our nipples, because not only was I fighting for my rights, I was fighting for men and women's rights. I feel like every man, woman over the age of 18 should be able to simply free the nipple.
It's like, no, you don't. I mean, maybe he does, but that's not what you're protesting. Listen, bro, you're protesting because you're upset. You had your ego checked a little bit by that guy. And I get it because I've been there, but it had nothing to do with you actually wanting to free the nipple.
Bro, look, chat.
Goodness.
You can see the old Ethan. You can see the old Ethan. Like, oh, man, I like this dude. You can see it, man. You can see Ethan. Come on, man. Come on, Ethan, bro. You know you like it, Ethan, man. You know you like it, bro.
I think Ethan might have thought it was funny back in the day, but I don't think he ever would have done that. Yeah.
Come on, Ethan, man.
Do I believe in free the nipple? I don't care. I'm fat. Like you know, that's one of the things. I'm fat, so I don't really take my shirt off unless I'm in the house at any point other than working, or in a swimming pool. I don't really walk around with my shirt off, so I don't have it. I'm not invested in the concept of wanting to free my nipple. You know?
You can smile for once. I know you have a whole new demographic now. If you were to laugh at this, you would get canceled on Twitter. But Ethan, it's okay, man. It's
okay. See my nipple?
Look, you can see the happiness, the proudness in his eyes.
Am I allowed to take my shirt off on the stream? Listen, here's the thing. I think that JiDion went in there. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, say that he forgot to put his shirt on, and the guy was a little mean to him, so he decided to come back and stage a protest and basically harass these guys. Okay, I don't stand for that. This wasn't a peaceful protest. Okay, but I will stand up for the fundamental right to free the nipple. Is that what you guys want to see? Is that what you guys want to hear? Is that what you want to do? Okay. We'll protest. We'll protest. We'll protest for JiDion. Just for JiDion. Okay? Just for JiDion. All right, guys. We'll free the nipple. Just for the rest of this segment. We'll free the nipple. And if I get banned off of Twitch, this is your fault. But I'll stand up. I'll do it. All right.
He's like, I created this. Go, JiDion.
Okay.
I walked so you can run.
Okay.
Guys, we
All right.
get ready for Hot Boy Summer.
Yo.
I don't know. Seems
Okay.
kind of fucked up to target that guy.
Yeah, some
Who's
guy
just
work-
trying to be like good employee.
Yeah,
I wasn't targeting Andrew. I was targeting the policy that the store had in place. But me and Andrew are cool. Andrew actually thinks it's hilarious. That's the thing.
Maybe.
Me and Andrew are cool.
Okay.
Literally, I posted a picture of me and him. I was supposed to show this on this. I was supposed to drop the video on the second channel, but I actually bought Andrew a camera. I was like, you know what, Andrew, bro, you gave me such a banger video. I was like, let me get you something. I said, because every time I see him, I'm like, bro, let me buy you something. He's like, no. Then he was finally like, I want a new camera. I was like, okay, bet. And I literally bought him
What did you go to that Best Buy a lot?
like a $3,000 camera.
Gotta free the
I bought
nipple,
it for
dude.
him.
You gotta
He
free
was
the
like,
nipple.
thank you. And like I promise on everything, y'all. That was before I knew about this H3 video. It wasn't me even trying to like clear my conscience or anything.
Wait, am I not? I don't think I'm supposed to show the nipples. I don't think I'm allowed to show nipples. Hold on. Is that? There we go. All right. Only because I don't think I'm putting my shirt back on. All right. I think you're allowed to be shirtless, but not. You're not allowed to have your nipples out. All right. So So Twitch is oppressing us. But bro, you know, they put a fucking girl on Twitch. I was on Twitch the other day. They had a girl that was butt-ass naked doing body paint. I put it up on Twitter. Isn't that fucking nuts? So if I get banned for this, then that's the ultimate hypocrisy. That would be the ultimate hypocrisy, bro. Okay? Because dude, listen. Okay, I saw somebody, like some girl that I'm afraid to show it. You can go look on my Twitter though. Some girl, I opened up Twitch and this girl literally was painting her body, but she was fucking naked. And what the fuck? You can see her whole boobies. It's crazy. Posted like yesterday. It's not that old. Just gotta scroll a little bit.
He's just trying to be a good employee, and y'all had to fuck with him like that and call him out by name. You know, I don't know.
Bro, I feel like Ethan.
Well, he didn't say his last name, but
because Ethan goes harder on people. He's not going as hard as me as he could have, but you could tell there's some part of him. He probably didn't like everything that I did, but you could tell some part of him kind of liked it.
Maybe he liked that you were naked. Maybe he thought it was sexy.
Also, it's like, bro, I don't know if you know this, but Best Buy is not the only place you can't go in without a shirt.
Oh wait, it's not? No, you're lying, Ethan. I thought it was just Best Buy.
right.
Pretty sure that's everywhere.
And he has a lav mic on him. He has someone following him with a camera. Clearly, they know he's there to fuck around.
That's true, actually. That's a good point. Originally, he did have the camera on, so he might. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that JiDion was looking for a reaction. I'm just saying.
What?
On him, right.
Pretty sure that's everywhere.
And he has a lav mic on him. He has someone following him with a
It's a law of Mike.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
sure that's everywhere.
And he has a lav mic on him. He has someone following him with a camera. Clearly, they know he's there to fuck around.
There to fuck around.
Was this live streamed on Twitch, or was this like a video he made?
I'm trying to find an original videos deleted.
The execution of it, you know, but the you know, the recipient of it was not. That was just not it.
Did he like cut it? Wait, hold on.
Videos deleted.
The execution of it, you know, but
okay, I don't know if he cut it or something.
you know, the recipient of it was not. That was just not it.
Okay.
You know. So that's JiDion. I think kind of a douche, kind of a dick.
It's not funny. But this was
pre-redemption arc.
Pre-redemption arc again.
Yeah.
You know.
My man, look over me.
Oh my god, you're killing me, JiDion.
That's my man. W man's, bro. Who is this guy? Chat. You guys are over here saying L Ethan, but I know you guys watch it. So tell me who Brody is, so I can say thank you.
I think that's name is Dan. I think
Who
his
is
name
this
is
dude?
Dan.
You guys are saying L Ethan, but I know you guys watch his podcast, bro. You can stop the cap. So what's Brody's name? What Dan? W
Yeah.
Dan. W Dan. Wan in the chat. WAN. Wan.
But the thing is though, is that now that you responded, doubling down on the video, then the fact that it's a pre-redemption arc doesn't actually save you anymore because they would have expected you to not engage like this, but you're doubling down on it, right? Just being honest, bro. You know, just being honest, bro.
The chat, y'all.
Was
Pre-redemption arc.
Pre-redemption arc
No.
again.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's true.
Yeah.
He has redeemed himself.
What?
He's redeemed.
Yeah. Now he's just running interference for the KKK.
Oh no.
much more minor than.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I went and met the leader of the KKK. He's actually a really good guy, you
Yeah, he
guys.
didn't shoot.
Oh no. Bro.
Bro, I went and met the leader of the KKK. He's
I'm ready
actually
for
a
a scream.
really good guy, you
Yeah, he
guys.
didn't.
Okay.
Okay, he's in screen.
I was just having fun in this video, but that actually pissed me off, bro.
True.
That actually really pissed me off. That actually really pissed me off, actually.
Yeah. I can see why. So first of all, let me just talk over this black guy real quick, okay? Let me just do what a white man does and just pause the video where the black guy's talking. Let me talk over him. Okay? It's part of my white privilege. Okay? That's not what JiDion ever said, bro. He was saying that it was really weird that the white guy, the KKK member, was being more respectful to him on an individual level than Hassan was. And this is one of the things, like, you know, I know Ethan might be like, oh, I'm just kidding, but you never watched the original video and you're kind of serious. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, come on, bro. You guys didn't take his complaint seriously at all. It's kind of shitty. Kind of shitty, bro.
Guys, 4K, this is liberal racism. 4K, this is liberal racism. And the crazy thing about it is they can't wrap their minds around what.
Do I think Ethan will respond to this? Maybe. Probably not until Keemstar gets involved. Maybe if Keemstar gets involved, he'll respond. So maybe, but that's pretty much it. That's the only time he really seems to care. So.
Liberal racism is. In their minds, there's no way a liberal can be racist. It's literally impossible. It's so patronizing, bro. They don't get it. And they never will. They never will get it. This is
What the hell's happening? I thought I played a song.
so patronizing.
I guess you think we cool. Break your face like niggas break rules. Pop out new.
Sorry, I can't say that word. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't go in a little bit more on Ethan. I wonder why he unlisted the video, Bob. We just watched the JiDion reaction and about Ethan Klein before, whatever. And I'm going to watch this now. But before we do that, I really just want to say one thing that really actually bothers me. I think maybe 2 weeks ago, I was doing work while they were having a live stream going. So I actually subscribed to pop in and say hi in the chat. So I joined it and I went to pop in. Thing is that I joined it on my alternative channel, right? And so I was like, oops, that was a mistake. Oh, let me move my head. But I was like, oops, that's a mistake. So this is my alt channel. Papa got leftovers. No, I didn't take it from Ethan. I was trying to come up with a funny little like, haha, Papa Gut's fat. I was going to say do spam. My wife said leftovers was better. And when I said, oh, well, Ethan has leftovers, she's like, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. And she's like, all right, that's right. Fair enough. So I took it. I don't care. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, after I did that, I was like, okay, well, you know, I want to do it on my main channel so that it has like the verified thing pop up. And here you could see I'm very obviously can type in the chat. Why'd you ban me, Ethan? I'll tell you that in the chat. Right? I just said it in there. It's in there somewhere. Oh, it must have got buried. I don't know. Where is it? What are they, like, watching my stuff? Anyway, I can type in the chat, as you can see right here, okay? And I'm on the... Like, I canceled the membership now. It's not renewed, but I can still chat in there, okay? Woohoo! Yeah, they're going to ban the alt now. So then what I decided to do, I was like, oh, let me just do it on the main channel, right? So I went on the main channel, and I joined it. But look, it says members only join. I'm still active on the membership. See, ends August 27th. It's the 15th. Ends August 27th. It's the 15th. They both have the same thing. So it doesn't matter that I'm canceled. I should still have the membership benefits. But at the time, I wasn't able to talk in the chat on the main, but I was on the alt. This guy banned me. I mean, there's nothing else that it could be. They banned me in the chat. Pathetic, frankly. It's annoying. Like, why? Like, what's the explanation? Papa God, maybe it's a bug that only affects you for 2 or 3 weeks. At the time, I put a video out, and then at the time, I had put a video out, and I was like, hey, this is kind of weird. And people are like, oh, Papa God, it takes a day for it to go through. I'm like, that doesn't make sense because my alt channel instantly got through. But, like, whatever. But now we're, like, weeks later after this JiDion thing, and they banned me in here. So, dude, like, you're fucking pathetic. I don't care if it's Ethan or not, but this is, like, annoying. And maybe it's Dan fucking abusing his power again. But it's like, dude, this is just so dumb. Like, why? What are you upset about? Because I call you out when you do shitty things? It's fucking stupid. Whatever, dude. Okay, so, to be fair, his goons are worse. This is Ethan's show, and he's letting people do shit like this. You'd be like, Papa God, maybe he doesn't know. It doesn't matter, because Dan especially is constantly, like, speaking over Ethan and, like, being an asshole. So what do you want me to tell you, bro? It doesn't matter. This reflects poorly on Ethan. This is the H3 podcast, not the Dan and AB podcast. So if he knows, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, still his responsibility. It's pathetic. Okay. I mean, like, if you want to burn the bridge, it's fine. But, like, it's pathetic. Because, like, you want to know what? I don't care. At the end of the day, like, I mean, this is what you're doing. I don't know why you would ban me from the chat, but you guys are hemorrhaging credibility. I'm not. That's all I have to say. So I'll see you in, like, 6 months, because, like, this is it's inevitable. It's inevitable. I don't know what to tell you, bro. You can try to hide as much as you want. I know Hassan banned me from his chat, too, because he didn't like that I called him out for, saying that Russia had a claim to Ukraine. He didn't like that. He didn't like that I disagree with him on universal basic income. He didn't like that I disagree with him on defund the police. He didn't like that I called him out for stealing content by just, like, putting stuff on the screen and getting up and walking away. And that wasn't all of his content, but I think it's really weird. I think it's really weird. I don't care that he's rich, but, I think it's really weird that you're going to call out Amazon by saying they're, like, the worst company in the world, which is arguably true because they do take advantage of their workers. Then align yourself with Twitch, which is a subsidiary of Amazon. And then when people watch people's videos while you get up and eat and you don't react to it. I react to content, but you don't do this to all the content, but some of it. But you'll get up and you'll go eat, or you'll take a shit and you'll just say, oh, I'm watching on my phone. That's not reacting to content. So you're stealing content. And when people say that you're stealing content, you go like, well, I have to provide entertainment. I have to stream however many hours because of my contract. You got into a contract as a rich person that didn't need to get into the contract, and then you're basically exploiting labor. And you got upset with that fucking take. I mean, I don't know. Stop taking L's. What do you want me to tell you? Why are we talking about Hassan? I don't know. Maybe because they have the fucking Leftovers podcast. That is probably the reason why they banned me from the chat. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But that's the reality, because I know he banned me from the chat. Then I'm banned here. You think it's a coincidence? Yeah, then the whole Def Noodles is being dogpiled thing. Okay. So... yeah, man, I don't know. You banned me from the chat. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I mean, that's all. That's it. That's pretty much what it is. So anyway, I don't care if it was Dan. It's his business, so it's his responsibility. Anyway, let's watch his take on JiDion.
A couple times. One of them, he went to, like, the quote unquote most racist town in the USA, and basically was like, yo, check out these white supremacists. They're not that bad.
Great. So Let's start off by saying that it is okay. Let me take a breath because I don't want to come off as biased like Ethan does. I'm a little worked up. I gotta take a deep breath. Let me start by saying that if your job is to be a commentary content creator who watches content for a living, like it is your job, it is grossly irresponsible to not watch the videos that you're referring to. You admittedly didn't watch, and maybe you watched it now, but I doubt it, because you admittedly, in your Leftovers podcast where you were talking about this topic, you admittedly didn't watch it. You didn't watch Hassan's reaction, or the more important one, the reaction where JiDion's reaction to Hassan's reaction. Okay? You didn't do your job. You are rich. You have no excuse. It's funny how when you used to make your old content, and I'm not saying you should have to make your old content. You made a content shift. That's fine. It's funny how you would put in the work by watching people's videos when you weren't rich and famous, but now that you are, and you make lazier content, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I make lazy content too, but you're not actually watching the content. You can't do that. That's not what happened. I watched it thoroughly. You can disagree, but what actually had happened is he went to the town that was called the most racist town in America because somebody was there filming a video holding a BLM sign up. It was actually a white guy, and everybody was calling the guy the N-word and all this other stuff. Right? So now the town has a bad rap. So JiDion went there, and some other person did. I forget the guy's name. Tell me in the chat, and I'll say it. I probably can't pronounce it, though. Another guy went there as well. Right? And it wasn't as bad as the video has made it out to be. Okay. Not that big of a deal. And Hassan's instant reaction, though, to Nico Amalia, is that how you say it? Hopefully I'm saying that right. And Hassan's instantaneous reaction before the video, like the video was less than like a minute in, I think, was to say, "Oh, he's going to whitewash this video." Instantaneous, and that suggests to me you're saying, what do you think, that JiDion's going to dance like for the white man? Like, what is the argument here? And then very quickly say he doesn't care about social topics. Based on what? Because he doesn't make social content all the time? It doesn't mean that he doesn't care about social issues. Why do you have to make content about social issues to care? That was, and like, he felt it was patronizing. I agree. A lot of the video was condescending, and yes, we understand that this is the thing, and I'm going to keep saying it. I think Ethan thinks that this is such a profound idea. Oh man, you're right. Racism isn't going to manifest itself as saying you're an N-word. That's one of the most basic ideas that go through the political sphere. So when you're not like the political sphere, that might seem like a mind-blowing idea, and I totally get it. That's fine, but you need to stop harping on it like it was like this really nuanced idea. He said a true thing while being disrespectful to JiDion. Maybe it wasn't because he was black, but it was certainly because he doesn't respect him, because he probably because of the Pokemon thing. And so he came in with a bad attitude about it, and he was being shitty about it. And that's what it comes down to. He wasn't saying the white supremacist was better and more racist. He was saying he felt more respected by a white supremacist than he did by Hassan. That should be concerning to you. You shouldn't want to be as disrespectful to somebody as a white supremacist is, okay? That's weird. That's the weird thing. That's the whole point, is that there was a less of a level of respect. Oh, but the white guy was on camera. So is Hassan. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So this is where it all boils down to. And the funniest part is that you guys didn't give a shit about the topic, even though Ginny is a large content creator. It took you like 2 days to acknowledge that it was happening because you waited for Keemstar to say something. So on face value, you waited for a white guy to talk about something before you'll talk about it. Probably wasn't what it is. It's because you guys know that you can go Keemstar bad, so everything is bad. And Keemstar's not great. But that's it. So your framing is dog shit. It's incredibly disingenuous. And you didn't do any of your job. You're incredibly fucking lazy. And it's exhausting. It really is exhausting. This is why people criticize you. Yeah, some of like the commentary bros are always not going to like you because you're not as edgy, I guess. But people are like, what are you doing? Like, you're just turning everything into like a fucking internet drama shit show. It's weird. It's fucking weird.
Yo, these KKK guys are super nice. And anyway, we lightly criticized him for that. And then we watched one of his old videos. You guys remember it was when he went shirtless to Best Buy and started like fucking with an employee there. And we called him a douche. But look at this thumbnail, bro.
I didn't see the thumbnail. That's funny. It's definitely clickbait, but that's funny. God. That's a little much. He shouldn't have done that, but that was kind of funny. Jesus Christ. Look at him. Oh my God. Wow. That was a little extra. Jeez. I didn't see the thumbnail when somebody sent me the video. I didn't actually see the thumbnail. I just looked at the video. Wow. Okay. I can see why you're offended by that. But okay. You know? I guess that's what happens. I mean, I guess that's clickbait. You probably shouldn't clickbait, but
he called it JiDion reacts to H3 showing liberal racism on his podcast. That's what I was like, okay, if you want to say that I'm like a liberal racist, I'm willing to hear you out, because obviously I don't want to be that.
Right, that's good.
But he doesn't really say anything about it.
Yeah, no, he kind of ends his reaction at the end when he hears that. He gets kind of pissed and he just ends the reaction. Yeah, sure, fair enough.
But look at this thumbnail. He shows me saying, look at him acting like an orangutan. What the fuck, bro?
I always thought it was an orangutan. Is it orangutan? Wait, hold on. Wait, was I gaslit by the Tang commercials? Wait, what? Oh my God. I thought it was an orangutan. Okay, listen, when I was younger, there was this thing called Tang. It was a kick in the glass. That was what they would promote it. And it was an orangutan drinking Tang. I always thought it was an orangutan. Okay, well, you learned something new. Orangutan sounds a lot cooler, yeah. Okay.
Crazy shit to put on the internet, just pulling that out of thin air.
Well,
that shit's too wild, isn't it? Now, I'm not easily offended, to be honest, and
well, it seems
people
like
say a lot of shit about me. So at this point, I'm used to it, and for the most part, it doesn't really bother me. But this thumbnail actually did bother me, because when I saw that, I was like, "What? Did I say something like that?" Because that's kind of an insane thing. I mean, it's like straight defamation, bro.
Wow.
Look at him act like an orangutan.
Wow.
With a text bubble coming out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I was like, hell nah, dude.
Okay.
Let's watch the video a little bit.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to talk about it too much. But it's a little weird to me that you're so offended by him making a very clear, like, a clickbait title, but you were a little silent and you're saying people are just dogpiling Def for saying that I look like a pedophile. I don't want to talk about it. He's being dogpiled. He said I look like a pedophile. He tagged the FBI. He's going like way extra on that. And you're like, I don't want to talk about it. Def's getting dogpiled. Weird. I don't want him to talk about the situation because I'm over it. I'm just saying. You know? Which one do you think is more dangerous? But okay. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm too bitter.
That pissed me off, though, dude.
You want to pull it up yourself so you can be positive?
Like, if he just didn't say anything, it would have been fine, but you know what I mean? It's like, he's getting dogpiled. Not really, but okay.
Yeah. Actually, he unlisted it. I don't know why. He unlisted it recently.
We saw that he had a strike on his, totally unrelated to this, given to his account, and so he might just be unlisting things to avoid
maybe
controversy and avoid trying to get another strike.
Yeah, he just got a second community guideline strike.
Yeah, and his TikTok, too, he said is down.
Oh, he lost his TikTok, too? Gee, I can't imagine why.
That might have just been that he had a video taken down from TikTok, though.
Yeah,
right.
It's just all happening right now.
I just can't imagine why this guy keeps getting in trouble. He's so responsible. He just always is very thoughtful before he says stuff. But okay, I'm gonna try to be delicate because this is the new me, right? So here he is reacting. It all kind of takes place in the last part. He's reacting to us.
Reacting to us reacting.
Very meta, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I guess we're doing extra meta here.
But what is he reacting to? Oh, it's not even.
It's like the end.
He's reacting to us watching
Oh, man, bro, my man's in
his Best
town,
Buy
bro.
video.
Shout out to homie. Shout out to homie, man. Let me find out you're part of the PRD Nation, bro. Bro, leave something like this, bro. Ethan, you inspired me. He came up to me, he was like, hey, man, you gotta put on the shirt real quick. I would have been like, yeah, it's cool. But bro came up to me like, oh.
Yeah, you guys remember this? By the way, his shirt says professional rog dogger. It's like, I mean, you can accept some criticism that you're a little immature, dude.
Yeah, he is like 20 or
you know what I mean?
19 in here, but
it wasn't that mean what I said.
Oh, hey, what's up with your boy Andrew? My bro was trying to hit the wall on me, like, kind of felt violated. Andrew, yesterday, you discriminated me. You did not let me take off my shirt. Boys!
He's loving it. Look, he's laughing at his own video. Still love it. It's still a good one, boys.
Uncircumcised.
This is an iconic moment in the JiDion lore. This is an iconic. I feel like, bro, this is something Ethan would have done pre-2018, pre-podcast. Ethan literally would have done something like this.
This is one of my favorite things detractors say about me. I didn't, but I did it. You know, it's so easy to, people love to be like, you would have hated yourself today, or this is something you would have done, but I didn't do it.
Would you have liked it though? Genuinely curious.
I feel like you would have made an H3 video making fun of this video.
Yes. The people, there's no line that people can just create this old mythical me that somehow condones everything and
I mean, Ethan is right in this instance here.
It's fucking insane. I never did shit like this. I never did.
I feel like they're referring to things like the Vape Nation video or like the 1,000 shirts going into a store, like those kind of videos that you used to make. But I don't recall you ever like getting in the face of employees of the place.
Yeah, I think he's right about that. I said that in the JiDion reaction. I don't think Ethan would have made a video like that.
You went to.
Yeah,
That's the
victimless video.
Right, it was always about yourself.
In fact, that's exactly what was great about those videos is that I was the fucking butt of the joke. Nobody else was.
To be fair,
Well, that's not true. I mean, you would shit on a lot of people. Mostly justifiably so, but, you know, let's not pretend that you were always the butt of the joke.
to JiDion, he says at the end of this clip that the guy Andrew, who he was like targeting in Best Buy, he ended up being cool with him and like bought him a camera and stuff.
Cool.
But that is just in defense.
Yeah. No, I think that matters to an extent.
I think it does, yeah.
That he, didn't.
It was afterward, but.
Sure. Off camera.
Okay. All right.
I mean, well, regardless, yeah, like those videos I used to do were always me as the butt of the joke. And by the way, like Vape Nation, I always got permission to film in people's stores. Like when we would go and, well, the grocery store one not. But I was just wearing a bunch of shirts. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Right. There wasn't really like.
But like the Vape Nation one in the vape store, you know, we got his permission to do it. It was all very nice and amicable.
Okay.
Yeah, and definitely, I feel like every time you rewatch those videos, you always say like how uncomfortable you were, and how much you hated doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You weren't looking back like, fuck yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons I stopped doing those. But anyway, this whole fucking notion of like, you would have done this video. It's like, I didn't. You know, you can say I would have fucking gone on the corner and jerked off like Coney, but it never happened. Yet.
Give it time.
Maybe I will. Piece of shit like this could come for me. Coney 2024, baby. We coming back.
I don't care what anybody would say. Ethan would have done something like this, bro. Ethan, you inspired me. You want to know why I act the way I act? It's because of you, Ethan. It's because of you. It's because of iDubbbz. Because of Joji.
Yeah, and all three of those guys you just named, well, Filthy Frank would have done some shit like that probably. Although you guys would be surprised by how respectful he was too behind the scenes. Everything was pretty consensual and set up there. But like,
well, I mean, that gets into a conversation about like if you don't display the consensualness of the interaction, it's probably because it would be funny if it appeared non-consensual. I didn't really watch Filthy Frank, so I'm just talking in like a general context. But if you're making content and like you're trying to set it up like it's almost like a prank, you know, and you're setting it up like it's real, even though like not all of it is real, then people are going to watch it and go like, oh, this must be real. And then they'll interpret it as like doing that. And so they'll emulate what you're doing. So, right. So that, and then I mean, maybe to his credit, I'm just making this as like a general statement.
We never did this. So I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
It's because of y'all. You guys were my childhood. You.
Then I seem uniquely positioned to tell you, don't do that. Then it seems like I have a pretty strong authority, maybe one of the only people that you should fucking listen to when I say don't do that, right?
I guess that's true, yeah.
Shout out to Brad Dude 29 who's spamming Andrew Tate is a sex trafficker.
Wow.
Okay.
Love that.
Side note.
Love that. Shout out Brad Dude 29. Gifted. Yeah, so listen to me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have some respect for your goddamn forebears.
Yes, you, Ethan. You over here looking at me like this. You created this.
Stupid.
Okay. No. Prank? I mean, he's more inspired by like pranksters than me. I don't do any shit like this. Nice try. This is like Nelk Boy vibes. Like, when did I ever do anything like this?
You could argue you made a career out of calling this out.
Yeah.
Like,
this is like fucking like shit tier 2005 YouTube prank stuff, dude.
Let's increase the speed. I want to get to the
JiDion
end
reacts
of
to
it.
H3H3 showing liberal racism on his podcast. Okay, I can't wait to get to that. Is he standing on a bunch of expensive STVs?
We are peaceful. Andrew, you can't run from this. We will not be caged any longer. We have been discriminated for our lives. It's simple. Free the nipple. It's simple. Free the nipple. Join us, sir. Can you please join us? Why not? It's simple. It's simple.
So stupid.
Free the nipple. Free the nipple. It's simple. Free the nipple.
So,
It's simple.
I guess I'll just go to a timestamp.
Okay.
Here he says again.
Free the nipple. It's
Oh,
simple.
that's exactly what it was.
Bro, look, chat. You can see the old Ethan. You can see the old Ethan. Like, oh man, I like this dude. You can see it, man. You can see Ethan.
I don't know if I
man.
see
Come
that,
on,
but
Ethan,
okay.
bro. You know you like it, Ethan, man. You know you like it, bro. Come on. Come on, Ethan, man. You can smile for once. I know you have a whole new demographic now. If you were to laugh at this, you would get canceled on Twitter. But Ethan, it's okay, man. It's okay, bro. Look, you can see the happiness, the proudness in his eyes. He's like, I created this. I walked
Maybe
so
not.
you can run.
I walk so you can run. You're just doing shitty pranks. Yo, listen, I can concede when something's funny. This was not. And I like how he thinks like I'm the only sour asshole about this. I found this video because I had like 50,000 points on I'm an asshole subreddit.
Yeah.
No, it was
Our
public
friend.
freakout, I believe. One of those.
I think it was on I'm an asshole.
This maybe it was
Oh, okay. Was it on the I'm an asshole or the public freakout one? I feel like that context is necessary, dude.
cross posted there too. I don't know. I mean, you said at the time, and I think it's true. It's like whether or not it's funny to have a bunch of people show up at a Best Buy and start chanting like that is one thing. The main thing you took issue with is him targeting that employee.
Dude, that was so.
Which, like that's
yeah.
where it like just becomes kind of douchey.
Yeah, and like chasing him and fucking showing his face, and I don't know. The whole thing was pretty tasteless and lame. You know, if you want to do a prank on Best Buy, I frankly don't even have a problem with that. I mean,
Right.
I'm not a prankster though. I've never been a prankster.
Well, he is doing a prank on Best Buy, I guess. Although I guess like one kid is the target as well in some capacity.
But go on. Yeah, according to all these people that hate me now, 2016, Ethan was a prankster, a racist, a white nationalist, a god,
Wait, who's white national? What are you talking about?
the funniest man alive,
Yeah.
anti-social justice warrior, pro Alex Jones.
What? It's just a weird comment that he got. I guess it's like whatever that's going on right now. Is this any different than a false rape accusation? Wait, hold on. Let me go look at that. Let me go look at what we're referring to here.
Link of the here it is. But I think it has more to do with the second strike. Can't do that. It's kind of interesting how JiDion is practicing.
Oh, they're trying to say that this is the same. That this would be the same as a false like rape accusation. No.
People in chat are saying Dark Ethan.
Dark Ethan. Let's go, Dark Ethan. Yeah, bro, you can just call. But I like that people don't allow me to speak for myself. You know, I hear that all the time. They go, Ethan would hate. This is something Ethan would have criticized. Ethan would have criticized himself today. Bro, let me in this unique position as Ethan to say, I never did and I wouldn't. And here I am. I'm telling you, you know, I'm the guy you're talking about.
Okay.
It's just weird.
We've all been getting ready for Hot Boy Summer. I
don't know. It seems kind of fucked up to target that guy.
Yeah.
Who's just trying to be pretty light criticism, by the way.
Very light, I'd say. I'd say you were off that day. You were tired or something. I was expecting you to go.
Well, that's the thing, and like they should know this at this point because apparently like 2 or 3 other people watched the video already. But JiDion was like he was talking about how he was just kind of fucking around that he didn't mind the reaction up until the end when you misinterpreted his like race message. So
going on here.
Good employee.
Yeah.
I wasn't targeting Andrew.
Shut up, dude. Just own it. How about some accountability? You're immature, bro. That's fine. You know, I used to be immature also. It's shit you can work on. How are you even going to deny that?
I was targeting the policy that the store had in place.
You were doing both. Stop. Just because your fans are 12 doesn't mean that I'm 12. What you're saying doesn't make any fucking sense.
But me and Andrew are cool. Andrew actually thinks it's hilarious. That's the thing.
It didn't seem like he did. He was literally running from a mob of people as you chased him and shoved the mic in his mouth. But okay, good for him. I'm glad that you guys sorted it.
Yeah, they sorted it out and it's all good.
It's the same shit Rice Gum said. The girl was okay with me making the "did it feel good though" joke. Like she's okay with it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's every time, when these pranksters get called out, they're like, the other party was fine.
That's why I kind of shrugged.
it's a little bit intense. Why is there so much like relating stuff to like sexual assault? Like your commenters and what the fuck? Okay.
When you're like,
whatever.
Oh, he bought him a camera. It's like, well, yeah, because everyone
shit on him.
Fucking said that this was fucked up. So he's like, I'm gonna go try to be cool with him.
That's probably true.
If nobody cared, I don't think he would. But whatever, maybe he would. I'm not here to make assumptions about this man.
Me and Andrew are cool. Literally, I posted a picture of me and him. I was supposed to show this on this. I was supposed to drop the video on the second channel, but I actually bought Andrew a camera. I was like, you know what, Andrew, bro, you gave me such a banger video. I was like, let me get you something. I said, because every time I see him, I'm like, bro, let me buy you something. He's like, no. Then he was finally like, I want a new camera. I was like, okay, bet. And I literally bought him like a $3,000 camera. I bought it for him. And he was like, thank you.
For Pogger.
And he was like, thank you. Damn, he was that appreciative?
He may have been. I don't know. maybe I could see them working something out after the fact.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fine.
Yeah.
Again, and that's good that he did that, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, like we're cool, man. Just don't bring another army of shirtless guys and call me my name with a megaphone and my workplace, making minimum wage.
Right.
We're
Yeah,
cool. Yeah,
I mean,
the camera's great. Love the camera.
There's nothing funnier than harassing minimum wage workers. Like that's something that I've always been about my whole career.
Yeah.
Always, famously. In fact, JiDion, I remember going back to the God of Cringe.
Someone said that apparently Keemstar is on Twitter blaming Ethan for JiDion's TikTok. Oh my god. Fucking course, the main character has to decide to rear his ugly head in here, huh?
I was making fun of him because he was fucking with Starbucks employees, minimum wage workers. So
right,
you can go back to that time.
I haven't heard in a long time.
Yeah, God of Cringe.
God of Cringe. Holy shit. We shouldn't have said his name. We just invoked it.
I know he's back.
In the replies.
The spirit is back. You remember he was doing the God of Cringe was doing a new show like butt ass naked.
Yeah.
Just right above his dick line.
Oh, is that his name now? The God of Cringe.
You remember that, Love?
Yeah, I do.
That's good shit. Huh?
Bear News, right?
Wild.
Bear News.
Oh, it's called Bear News.
I think so. I don't remember quite.
What is that? I don't understand what the note, AB.
You understand that joke?
I'm not even going to bring up the
Saying
the
that.
Keemstar thing is just like dumb. It's not even.
His next thumbnail is going to say Ethan Klein says he's black because you.
Oh, Dark Ethan. Yeah.
Okay.
Cultural
Like,
appropriation.
I promise on everything, y'all. That was before I knew about this H3 video. It wasn't me even
I
trying
don't think blackface is cultural appropriation, but okay.
to like clear my conscience or anything.
Make a minimum wage probably.
He's just trying to be a good employee, and y'all had to fuck with him like that and call him out by name. I don't know.
Bro,
Again, bro, that's the lightest I've ever roasted anybody ever. I think, JiDion, you're obviously immature, and that's fine. You need to learn to accept some criticism. That's good. That's how we grow. You're like, I can see that. How hard would that be? But you go, oh, we weren't targeting Andrew. Shut up.
We know he's capable of that because he did kind of back down during the whole. Remember, he had the whole beef with Pokimane, and they ended up watching it and everything. And so it seems like he's capable of reflection. So I don't know, maybe just don't harass employees anymore.
The really
Still do
fucked up
the
part
prank,
comes at the end here, so we're working towards it. But yeah, that was good how we made up with Pokimane.
I don't know, bro. It's just weird. It's just really weird that you guys are playing moral authority in this instance. I mean, like I don't know, dude. The way that Keemstar and Ethan go back and forth is incredibly fucking immature, and Ethan is 100% complicit in parts of it. And with the whole false rape accusation against Fresh and Fit, like you don't really have the ability to pretend to be mature here. I know people keep saying, well, that's not what happened. It is what happened. She told her story. And it wasn't sexual assault. I talked about this before. At worst, it was like a conversation about how like hookup culture works and how like there should be more conversations about express consent. But then in their response, they proved a lot of her narrative was like false. She even said it wasn't sexual assault. And then instead of having somebody watch it, you just doubled down and said that they engage in coercive sex, which is rape. So like, you're actively hurting the conversation about like spreading like sexual assault culture awareness to young men, especially who really need to hear it. And then you're gonna be like, "Whoa, JiDion, you're just immature." This is immature from JiDion, sure, but like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, I mean, like, it's just like this is not moral authority here. I truly. I mean, it's weird. Okay. All right.
Okay, I thought that was dope. The redemption arc.
I feel like because Ethan goes harder on people. He's not going as hard as me as he could have.
Okay.
But you could tell there's some part of him. He probably didn't like everything that I did, but you could tell some part of him kind of liked it.
It wasn't funny. No part of it was funny, in my opinion.
Dude, but he was shirtless.
Not funny.
He was shirtless. He had a megaphone.
Like what I do appreciate is the effort. Like I like the execution of it. In
organize a big group of people to be in on it, like a flash mob kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought.
I wonder if they're going to get to
the execution was impressive and good, but I didn't like the thrust of it.
I didn't mean to do that.
Funny.
But I got to be more sensitive because I like him. He didn't do anything like really bad, except defame me in the thumbnail, which is kind of fucked up, really fucked up. Also, it's like, bro, I don't know if you know this, but Best Buy is not the only place you can't go in without a shirt.
Oh wait, it's not? No, you're lying, Ethan. I thought it was just Best Buy.
Right.
Pretty sure that's everywhere.
And he has a lav mic on him.
So, why are you feigning surprise? You literally just said you were going after Best Buy's policy for not allowing people to come in without shirt.
Did the joke really just go over your head? Like he was fucking joking. It was making obviously a satirical remark about that. Okay.
And not Andrew. I mean, the joke was that you went after Andrew, and it's fine, but just own it.
Yeah, someone's following him with the camera. Clearly, they know he's there to fuck around.
Did he really just not get that joke? Like, are we just okay? I mean, at this point, okay, that was a very clear joke. All right.
What?
let me go to the part that was the end where he goes too far with it.
Yeah, he should have done that a while ago.
I'll skip forward a little bit here for you guys.
Ethan, but I know you guys watch the podcast, bro. You can stop the cap. So what's Brody's name?
Oh yeah, I like this part. He called Dan Wan.
Yeah.
W Dan.
Yeah, in fact,
I'll go back. Look,
in fact, the video was hilarious, JiDion. I'm just backing up.
Is he your best friend?
Yeah, BFS material.
Let me go back because he says he does compliment. He calls Dan Wan, which is dope for you, Dan. I'm happy for you. But by the way, I was on board with the redemption arc stuff too.
No man's, bro.
Let me go back. Pre-redemption arc.
Pre-redemption arc again.
Yeah.
You know.
No man, look over here. No man. No man's, bro. Who is this guy? Chat. You guys are already saying L Ethan, but I know you guys watch it. So tell me who Brody is, so I can say thank you. Who is this dude? You guys are saying L Ethan, but
Yeah,
I
no,
know
this
you guys
chat
watch
fucking
it.
hates me. It's awesome.
You know.
Yeah, but they love Dan, so.
Wayne.
Don't go too hard on the chat. Although he probably, I'm the one who brings up the KKK video, so he probably switches up on me real quick. I didn't see that far. So
Okay, good.
Stop the cap. So what's Brody's name?
Dan. They know you.
Dan. W Dan. W Dan. Wan.
I like
Wan in the
that,
chat.
Wan.
W-A-N.
Yo, you should
Wan.
grab that, Zach. Wan.
Okay.
That could be used. Pre-redemption arc.
Pre-redemption arc. Just running interference for the KKK.
Now you brought it there, bro. Are you gonna? You're no longer.
Here we go. We're finally.
He's redeemed.
We're finally at the point. We're finally here. Holy moly! Finally.
Now he's just running interference for the KKK.
Now you brought it there, bro. Are you gonna? You're no longer Wan. Yeah, this is actually. So this is where he gets mad. Yeah, no, watch this.
Now you're Lan.
Land.
You know, land.
Some days you're Wan, some days you're Land.
Yeah.
Are they still talking about
much
JiDion now?
more minor than.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I went and met the leader of the KKK. He's actually a really good guy, you
Yeah,
guys.
he didn't shoot.
Yeah. So again, he was. I think that's a really valid criticism of that video he made.
It's really not, because you didn't watch the video he made, so you can't really make that criticism. I mean, I don't really know how else to say it. You can't make the criticism. You didn't watch the video. And it's not a valid criticism. I've said like 5 times in this video already. But like, again, it was the fact that the KKK member was more respectful than Hassan was to him. Doesn't mean that Hassan's more racist. But you even said earlier that you were like, oh man, like if I did something racist, I'd want JiDion to tell me. So like, do you understand? Like that's the response that should have happened. Like like instead you guys are mocking him. This is the thing. You guys are mocking him, and you and Hassan are mocking him and being like, oh well, he said I'm more racist than the KKK guy. Ha ha ha. See, he's an idiot. Okay. So you're not really open to what you were saying before, which is like, oh, I'd want to know what I did wrong. You're being disrespectful. You haven't even heard him out. You would have heard that if you watched the video. That's what you usually do when you do commentary, is you watch the video you're doing commentary on.
I don't think it was confirmed.
I don't
know if they're still talking about it, but...
Sorry.
He went to the KKK, and he was like, look how fucking cool they are, basically, or how nice they are anyway, right?
Well, sort of. I think that to sum up his message is like, oh, people think they're awful and everything, but I was able to go have a conversation, and it sort of had the attitude that like, if we could just break down barriers and speak, maybe I could convince him to not hate me for the color of my skin.
Wan.
Okay. That might be a decent interpretation, sure.
I think that's incredibly naive.
It's not, I mean, it might be, but I mean, who is it? Is it Daryl Davis? I mean, he's doing that, so... my wife in the chat says, to be honest, babe, I think it seems to be a trend to not watch what you're doing commentary on. Yeah. Must have a lot in common with another person who doesn't actually watch the things that they're doing commentary on. Yeah, I mean, that's maybe it's naive, but like, I mean, Daryl Davis makes it work. So if that is the message, okay, maybe why are you policing the way he's trying to go about his activism? I guess I don't think it's dangerous, but overall, I think that more than that, it was more that he felt more individually respected by that guy than you. So
That Lan. Switching it up on you.
Yeah. Go off, King.
Like
that's the point of the whole video, is that a viral video can't summarize an entire town. Like, yes, that is true.
This is like the leader of the KKK or some shit. I went to the most racist town in America.
Your guys' church, or maybe I can even attend a church service.
No.
Okay.
It is a racial church.
Oh.
It is an offshoot of Israeli identity.
Usually.
Yo, don't bring my people into this.
Well, see where it goes. Because
No,
JiDion's like, oh, they're interesting because I thought you guys hated Jews, and he's like, oh, well.
Oh yeah.
Hold on a second.
I love how he's more respectful to the head of the KKK rather than Andrew from Best Buy.
Interesting.
I think this guy's just the head of like some fucking podunk towns, like little chaps.
By the way,
KKK
again,
or whatever.
Not the lead racist.
Again,
I know that was a silly joke, but
I challenge you to find any white supremacist that doesn't look like some fucking backwater hick. Like, find me one handsome white supremacist. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's trying to fucking
Nick Fuentes. I don't know.
wonder you guys don't want to intermix. Like, once you open the pool, you're never going to get laid again. Because the women are not going to want to date you fucking missing tooth.
I mean, Nick Fuentes he's not that bad looking. I mean, you know.
Tooth ass.
Oh, Nick is
fucking river.
Nick is Fuentes. I guess he's Mexican, but he's still kind of a white supremacist. So.
Riverboating, catfish eating.
Or maybe it's just a ruse. Maybe he really isn't. Maybe he believes in a free America. I don't know. Maybe we're all just being lied to, guys. I don't know.
Wearing
Mountain Dew drinking.
Yeah, fucking dip chewing, goofy ass.
Some people that find themselves racial, they don't like Jews and stuff like that. So it's kind of like it's kind of.
Well, we're brothers in that. You know who the KKK hates? Jews and black people, man. We're brothers in that.
Okay.
We got to band together, bro. They hate us both.
Okay. All right.
Shocking to hear.
Well, we are not Jewish. Jews is not the chosen people.
All right.
That the white race is.
Do you have anything to say to the boys and girls out there?
Oh, thanks for listening.
Hey, dude, that is such a dub for him. Thanks for listening to my white supremacist propaganda. Also, all right.
Oh, is that the argument? Is that like, hey, listen, by JiDion having like a reasonable conversation with this guy, it might have platformed his ideas to an extent where people might have latched on and been like, oh, they're not so bad. Okay. I think that, I mean, sure. You can make that argument, I think. I don't think that's the worst argument you can make. I don't think the issue is necessarily a civil discussion, but, you know, they would generally have more expected pushback. So sure, I think that's a fine argument to make. I don't think that was JiDion's intention, though. Right? You can make that about anything, yeah, for sure. It's not the platforming. It's like more of like the, hey, but don't you... I guess the more of like you're not pushing enough. Pushing back enough. Okay. I suppose that's fair. Okay.
I'm opening the stage, brother. What would you like to say to the millions of young people watching? Hey, man, the white rice.
I really think he was he was trying to do something good here.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, it's very naive to think that you can break down this guy's racism by engaging with him.
Well, I think JiDion makes a point at some point where he's like, I was trying to talk. I wasn't really just talking to the guy. I was talking to that guy and his audience. And trying to show him that, and like, I guess your argument could be like he didn't do enough in the conversation to push back against the guy's ideology. That's fair, but it's not always about like pushing back against the person. Sometimes it's about pushing back against the audience. But okay, I can see what you're saying there. But I don't think that he was trying to run like defense for KKK members.
The mic, brother. Yeah, that's what I think. Why he gets so defensive about this video is because he feels like he did something really good and interesting and mature.
I don't think that that's it at all. I think it's because you're misinterpreting him intentionally so that you can make him seem like an irresponsible fucking idiot. The point Dan brought up, that's a decent point. That's not Ethan's point until he's hearing it. It's funny how everybody else is doing the critical thinking for you in this instance. The issue is he felt more respected individually by this guy than he does by like Hassan. That's the problem. That's what that's truly what his issue is. You can make the argument that maybe he should have pushed back better. I think that's totally valid argument, but like you're still misinterpreting his message, and like you're kind of like you're just not on the same level or at the same place in the argument with each other. Like you're not having the conversation that is trying to be had here. That's the problem.
And I acknowledge that, you know, but
maybe if he hadn't made content out of it, you could argue that. Like if he just personally went and engaged with these people. I mean, there's a very famous story of a black man who befriended a KKK guy.
Yeah.
And he did.
No, the Daryl Davis is a story of a black guy who's like befriended like 20 KKK members and de-radicalized them. And it's so totally possible, like I said before, that JiDion might be like trying to pull that angle. Maybe he feels like the similar way. You know,
it changed. He turned him around.
Actually, I think he turned a bunch of clan members.
And so I think it actually is coming from a good place. But the platforming him, and I mean that video has like 10 million views now or something. And
dude,
if you look at the comments, it's all these people like, wow, it's amazing. You know, these guys aren't that bad. It's just like, it's not good.
Is that what they're saying in his comments?
Not good to spread that to a bunch of children that the KKK isn't that bad. It's not good.
Yeah, so that's my problem. I think he's just
Daryl Davis is the name. Thank you, love, of the guy who.
He's just not quite mature enough yet, or maybe he just needs people who understand this look.
This is like the patronizing aspect. You're treating him like a child. Like, yeah, we could all be more mature, but like it's the way that you're talking about it. You're brushing off all of his points. you're not actually acknowledging his points, and you're brushing them off very quickly, and then you're just being like, well, you're not mature enough. That's the patronizing aspect to it. Like, I hope you can internalize this and understand this. That's the problem. You still haven't actually listened to his argument because you still haven't watched his video. You didn't even watch his video about you. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, you really should be doing that yourself. And like, I know you did some of it live, but you didn't even watch all of it, you know? So it kind of makes it difficult for you to react to it. Correct.
I don't know, just passing the mic off to a KKK member. Is there anything you want to tell the people? Thanks for listening. I mean, that's fucking wild, bro.
That's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
What the white race is.
Do you have anything to say?
He's like, no, fuck, kill them Jews. The white race is bro. Well, anyway, thanks for listening.
I am, of course, a white supremacist.
Thanks for listening, y'all.
The boys and girls out there?
Oh, thanks for listening.
He's like, man, nobody ever let me talk about this shit so openly. Thanks for listening. If y'all want to come to a meeting, you know where to find me. Woohoo! Wee!
I'm just looking through the comments.
So, appreciate you guys for tuning in.
That
Also,
I'm not
is it bigger than black and white?
But
Yeah. What affects
Heard it
one
too.
will eventually poison the other.
It is bigger than black and white. All right, thank you for your time.
All right.
all right.
That was
It's such a funny
damn.
ending.
You gonna throw up on their property? Damn. Brandon saying that's how much Brandon hates.
Well, there's one moment in this
That's
before I
funny.
get to what he actually said. I just kind of want to set it up here for ultimate irony. Hassan was the one that showed me about this, and Hassan was making the same points that we are, and JiDion fucking lost it.
Well, yeah, of course, because you're just regurgitating Hassan's points. And Hassan didn't watch JiDion's response, and you haven't watched JiDion's response either. So, at least last time I checked. I know Hassan wanted to have a conversation with the guy, but I don't think JiDion wanted to do it. So.
He hated that Hassan was saying this shit.
Like this, but I came here with the heart to come with that, and I appreciate you coming out with the heart to have.
Like, Hassan was watching clips of JiDion's thing. He didn't watch JiDion's full thing. You see how, like, we kind of get wrapped into this bad, like, you shouldn't be doing, you should be watching the full thing for full context.
That same conversation with us, you know?
What is, yo, Zoomers are, bro, Zoomers are unsalvageable, dude. I swear to fucking God. I know that people are going to turn around.
And now you're just going to watch a clip of Hassan watching a clip of the video.
Young JiDion fans are going to turn around and fucking yell at me and be like, he's black, you're not. What the fuck do you know about racism or whatever the fuck? But, like, God damn, dude. Just straight brain broken if you're like, oh, what a civil conversation. This dude's literally a fucking white separatist, man. He just said it. He said it openly. Like, he's part of the Klan.
Bro, that's your fucking problem, bro. Like, okay, yeah.
Oh, God, this is a whole
How many layers
conversation. Hopefully someone reacts to this.
Yeah.
Actually, and that's perfect because my
You should have, like, months ago when you first started talking about this topic.
window's in the top right.
Yeah, there's one more corner
So,
left.
yeah, we have one corner left for everyone.
Who's gonna take it?
Corner besties.
The niggas in the Klan. Fuck it. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
Here, you want to do that? There you go.
Bro, he literally...
That's a crazy thing to say, man. That's a crazy thing.
Just listen to what he's saying, bro.
Fuck it. Okay, I don't give a fuck.
Bro, he literally...
That's a crazy thing to say, man. That's a crazy thing
He
to
doesn't
say.
understand what he doesn't understand.
Like,
let's
does he just not know the history of the Klan? What that means?
He doesn't know what he's saying.
And this is a violent. This isn't just like.
Well, he said 2 words and you've been paused it. Maybe you should let him see what he has to say.
This isn't just average racist. Like, if you want to like engage with just like your average MAGA guy, like, okay, but the Klan lynches black people. The Klan burns down synagogues. This is a violent, white supremacist group. It's you should care. You should care that he's part of the Klan. You should care.
Also, these people
I'm sure JiDion had no idea of any of that. That must be the problem here, guys.
actually influence things. I mean, you see people in government who aren't as openly racist, violently racist, but these people influence things. It was up to them. Marrying someone of a different race would be illegal.
Possibly,
You know what I'm saying? Teaching like Judaism and
Can we get to what JiDion was saying?
In school would be illegal. They want like a Christian
He said 3 words and you paused it and you've been going on a fucking rant.
theocracy. So you should care, like Dan said.
All right. Let's get
It's pretty
into
wild
it.
if you don't.
Let's do it.
Again, JiDion's 21, so that's kind of what.
Yeah, that's
and it's
people
fine.
know that, yeah.
It's fine. I just think he needs to chill a little bit. Like, you can't fucking throw out shit like Ethan is a liberal Jew with me saying he looks like an orangutan.
So you're
I don't care.
racist liberal, not
White
racist.
racist liberal.
Here, that he's in the Klan and stuff like that.
All right, here we go. We got to put ourselves back in the corner. So it's a 4-way. We're having a 4-way here.
I just wanted to have the dialogue, and I got the dialogue. I had the conversation. Me and him, we shook hands. We parted our ways. I don't care if he doesn't respect me. I don't care and stuff like that. We had the dialogue. That's your problem. Is literally you heard that he was a KKK member. Boom. Oh, I cannot hear anything. Nope. It's like, bro.
I think that's pretty fine though. It's like I'm a Nazi.
So JiDion's perspective here, I think it's pretty easy to extrapolate it, is, hey, I know the guy is really ignorant, but maybe if he sees a black guy talking to him like a person, maybe he'll start to humanize me more, and maybe that'll start some change. You can disagree with it, I guess, if you want, but that's very clearly his intention. Okay. I don't think it's that ignorant. I think that makes sense. If you have an entire community that stays away from black people, but then that has a civil conversation with a black person, yeah, some of JiDion's audience might get the wrong idea, but you know what? Some of that guy might be now hate black people a little bit less. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be perfect, but like, you're not even acknowledging his perspective. If you don't acknowledge his perspective, then how are you going to speak out against it? Like, if you acknowledge exactly what I said, that's what JiDion, that is very clear to me. Oh shit, hold on a second. 1 second. JiDion's calling me. Sorry, JiDion called me. All right, I'm flexing on that. I'm flexing on it. Okay. Yeah, I just let him know that Ethan was talking about him. He's like, oh man, that sucks. That was pretty much it. There wasn't a whole lot to it. Okay.
See, I was like, cool. Tell me about yourself. But there's nothing wrong with having a conversation, right, with Nazis or KKK members. But I do think you need a baseline of knowledge and a baseline of understanding of what it is you're putting out there to have responsibly engage in that conversation. Which is why, for example, I removed my Jordan Peterson interviews.
Knowledge.
Okay.
You know.
I promise you, everything that just went through this conversation went in through one ear and out the other. All that stuck was he's part of the KKK, bad.
Yeah, what's interesting is ultimately what he's doing is defending a Klan member right now.
Yes. Yes.
No, he's defending his conversation with the Klan member. It's not the same. Listen, you can think that you might think, hey, I don't think that JiDion has the correct perspective on it, but you're being like super condescending. He's not defending the Klan member. He's just defending his conversation where he's trying to spread his influence onto this KKK member to hate black people less. That's pretty much it. And I respect it. And frankly, I think it would have an impact. Yeah.
He's like, yo, this guy's a good guy, bro. This guy's a nice man.
Okay.
Get on his ass, case closed and stuff like that. I wanted the conversation. That's all I wanted.
I really just don't understand why Ethan Ethan is on a fucking burning bridges speed run. Like, he really is. I don't really understand it. I mean, why, like, you know? It's so weird. Because, like, I watched that, I sat here, I watched that Best Buy video, and yeah, sure, I thought some of that stuff was immature from JiDion. But I don't know, there's something, like, incredibly condescending by just being like, you're immature. I've talked to JiDion, he's more mature than I was at fucking 21, I'll tell you that much. He's a smart guy. Smart young man. I'm fucking 32, bro, holy shit. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's just like, it's the little stuff that just makes me uncomfortable, and other people too. It's like, why? Why are you being? If you're being condescending, for what? Like, for what, man? We're in like the fucking moral arbiter stage. That's the stage that we're in here with Ethan. We're in the fucking moral arbiter stage. It's crazy. Okay. All right. How unfortunate, bro. How unfortunate. You know what's funny though? What's really funny is that, like, both Ethan and Keemstar, it's like they both piss me off at the same time with different dumb shit. When I don't like one of them, I don't like both of them. It's weird. And then something happens, and like one of them, or they're like, you know what the Skeksis are from the Dark Crystal? That's what they are. And it's like when one's fucking annoying, the other one's fucking annoying. When one's doing something good, the other one's doing something good. They're both. It's just like they're the fucking Skeksis and the other thing, the Urogs. Is that what they're called from the Dark Crystals? That's what the fuck they are. They just have to merge back into one fucking entity. Go retire. Yeah, we need other guys. We need the other guy. But whatever, dude. Okay.
That's all I wanted.
Yeah, but there's also a thing like having an open dialogue with people like Klan members or Nazis legitimizes them in a way. It shows people that they're worth engaging with in conversation.
Not necessarily. Like, if you have a conversation with like a Nazi and you debunk their points really well, you're actually potentially de-radicalizing those people. They're de-radicalizing either them or the people that they agree with. right? And like dude, here's the thing. You know, I had a conversation the other day when I did like a sub Saturday type of thing, and one guy, it was a young man, he came in and he was talking about how he thinks that black people are, to an extent, I'm probably going to upload the video either on the main channel or the alt channel, but he's like, oh, he thinks that black people are inherently less intelligent than like white people. He's like, I've looked at the statistics and their IQs are lower. And that's like, and so we engaged in a conversation, and I was respectful to him about systemic racism, and the reason why a lot of these things happen is because of lack of opportunity, and also bad nutrition, because it's a factor. Eating like shit actually makes you less, like, it makes you not like function as well as you would if you're eating well. And so at the end, and like the whole point is, I know he's not going to change in a day, but if I sit down and I respectfully debunk all of his points, he's going to go back and go like, oh, and like next year, maybe he's a little less close to consuming Nick Fuentes or something, right? That's the whole point. That's the idea. Because if I just bring him on and I go, fuck you, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, you know, that looks really good to my audience of people that like jerk off to virtue signaling bullshit, but like how that doesn't actually help reduce the radicalization of young men, right? Like, what's the goal? So that people think people think, no, I hate people who are racist. Hot take. My main goal is, hey, I don't want that guy to be racist. And people who were watching the conversation that might watch me and then they won't watch him. He wasn't a content creator, but they might have aligned with his perspective. After the end of that, they're like, oh, wait a minute. Now they're questioning their fucking whole ideology. Like, the whole point, this is the problem with like the public sphere, is like you have two sides and they constantly just throw each other back and forth. Like, they will look at somebody who doesn't have the same perspective and shit on them relentlessly so that their audience feels good, and then that person goes to the other side. I'm trying to be the guy in the middle, like catching them before they go. It's like, you know, to like the fucking like the far right. That's my goal. Maybe you think I'm failing at it, but like that's what I'm trying to do, and I think that's what JiDion's trying to do. That's it. It's not that deep, man. You know? It's not that fucking deep. He's trying his best. Maybe it was effective. Maybe it was ineffective. Actually, I tend to lean with it. Maybe it was effective. There might be people who watch JiDion because they think he's funny and then also be kind of racist and think that they might be white separatists. And maybe they watched that and went like, you know what? You know what? Maybe like that might have had an impact, a positive impact on pulling them away. And it might have pushed them further to it. But like, you're not even going into the details about the specific. You don't even know what you're saying right now. Like, you're just saying fundamentally having conversations with Nazis is bad. It's not. If you can de-radicalize them, it's not bad. You don't even have a full understanding of what you're saying right now. But like, some people's activism is like talking to the bad people to make them less bad. You don't have to do shit like that, but that's what JiDion's trying to do. Like, fucking just respect that. I don't understand.
And their position is like a non-starter, which is like death to Jews and black people. You can't.
Yeah, there's no middle ground.
There's exactly.
There's no like.
I mean, they wrap it up.
There's like de-escalation.
They have optics, right? They have PR. They know how to say it without saying it.
Death to all Jews.
The Keemstar knows.
Insidious, but so unironically turns into a great example of how racism is insidious, but so apparent and very much a part of people's lives. Because like, if your takeaway from this is like, oh well, look, actually they're not that racist at all, right? Like, look at that.
That wasn't. I personally don't think a lot of people had that takeaway. I don't. I think more than that, it was like, oh look, JiDion's really trying to get this guy to not hate black people.
If your takeaway is like looking at a guy,
React culture's gone too far. Look at this, four. I did this on purpose.
Who straight up says he's a part of the Klan and is a white separatist, not a segregationist. And your takeaway is like he can, or not your takeaway, but like your takeaway should be that even a guy who's like straight up saying like, you know, that they're a white separatist can be polite to a black person to their face. Okay, that does not change the reality that they're like violently and virulently racist,
especially when they know they're on camera.
Yeah, totally. This is the best PR moment for him. He literally got to like platform his ideas and get.
I don't think people are like, I gotta go move to this bumfuck area. I don't know if it's really running that much PR.
Almost like with the kitty gloves on, and then
JiDion's part of the alt-right pipeline now. I watched this JiDion video and it made me fucking racist. Okay.
He goes, yo, what do you want to say to the people? Thanks for listening. Boy, I sure do appreciate. And also, death to all the Jews. All right. Thanks for listening, y'all. Yeah. I just want to say to the young people of America, we need to round up all the Jews. They are in charge of our banking system, our government, and all the New World Order. If you look at every major war, I bet there's a Jew around behind it. Yeehaw!
It's not okay.
So in short, I want to say we need to kill all the Jews. Thanks for listening. JiDion's like, wow, what a good guy, man. We love that. By the way, Hassan pretty brave for this because this video was like mega viral and everyone was loving it. And he's the first guy that was like, this shit's kind of insane. So he went into the Viper pit with this, and he.
You think it was brave of Hassan? I disagree. Okay, whatever.
He's right. Nathaniel claim.
You could have, if Hassan had been less of a fucking dickhead and condescending to JiDion while making the same points, it would have been great. It could have been really productive. It'd been like, I understand what he's trying to do, but you know what? I think this might happen. That's not what he did. He from the start, he was fucking so bad faith. He started the video saying he's just gonna whitewash it. Like this your argument's not. It's no. It's not that brave. Like he's kind of an asshole. Like that's really what it is. But okay.
Klansman here. Yeah, we have a noose here just for decoration. It reminds us of the good old days. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Not that we would ever use it, but it reminds us.
Are you just like living vicariously through this character, or do you think that elongating this bit is funny? I don't really understand.
Well, I sort of like that.
So this is what I'm taking away from it. Just because he didn't, you're basically saying to me, this is how I personally feel. This is how I feel. Like, bro, like this isn't like factor. This is all opinion. This is how I feel. What you're saying to me is I don't understand basically what's going on in this situation. That I just had this was a 45-minute conversation that we cut down. That in this 45-minute conversation, I have no idea what was happening and stuff like that. And I need to relook everything.
The reason I'm watching
That's
this is because he accuses Hassan of being a liberal racist because of honestly.
Well, thank God 3 white guys are the ones saying that you're not. I don't. Like what the fuck? Okay, that's good. That's great.
He doesn't really ever explain why, but this is what he does here. So back to the original video. I know this was a long tangent.
What?
Much more minor than.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What the what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Did we just stop JiDion from making his point about how he felt about this? You cut him off as he was trying to make his point. The only interpretation of that I have is that was intentional to just not give JiDion the opportunity to explain himself. Bro, like, dude, what's wrong with you? He was in the middle of explaining. Maybe it was a garbage explanation. I actually thought it was good because I remember it. And JiDion was just trying to say, like, hey, listen, I'm aware of myself. I'm autonomous. I know what's going on with myself. And, like, I was just trying to have the conversation. Like, that's all he was trying to say. And then what he was trying to say was, like, Hassan was just telling him that, like, he didn't know what was going on. You're too stupid to have this conversation. That's what his point is. That's how I interpret it. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how it felt. That was it. And you just cut him off. Like, I don't... Why? Why are you afraid of his response? You're a fucking weirdo, bro. Like...
As he goes...
This was a 45-minute conversation that we cut down. That in this 45-minute conversation, I have no idea what was happening and stuff like that. And I need to relook everything.
The reason I'm watching this is because he
just stops there.
Goes...
That's it.
He accuses...
There we go.
The leader of the KKK. He's actually... Much more minor than...
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I went and met the leader of the KKK. He's actually a really good guy, you guys.
He didn't shoot...
Bro, I went and met the leader of the KKK. He's actually a really good guy, you guys.
Okay.
Now that's a funny joke. I mean, come on, bro.
Okay.
I was just having fun in this video, but that actually pissed me off.
Oh, really?
That actually really pissed me off.
There he goes, defending his good buddy, the head of the local KKK. You know, you went too far. This is my good buddy, Nathaniel Klansman.
Bro, come on. Like, at this point, it's not funny. Bro, the guy, I don't understand why you think it's like funny when you like, dude, he's just trying to say you're misrepresenting him. And there you go again. You think that it's about this. Why are you so like fucking obsessed with the white supremacist guy? Like, that's you. What are you doing? He's just trying to say like, that bothers me because it's a bad faith interpretation of what's going on, bro. I could see why this guy banned me out of his chat now, because this motherfucker, Ethan, you're not gonna be able to hide from this criticism. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I mean, dude, it makes me really actually uncomfortable and kind of pissed. It's really frustrating and irritating because I don't really care if you're going to be dumb as fuck when it comes to like your normal content. I don't care if we stole, Teddy Fresh stole this. No, we didn't. We did it. But now you're talking about like social topics, bro. And like you're just shitting on this dude, this young man who's trying to express himself, and he's putting himself out there trying to do what he feels is the right thing. And I think that he is doing the right thing. And you're just like, fuck him. I'm not going to listen to what he has to say. He just likes, this black guy just likes racists. This black guy just likes racists. He's not really, dude, you kind of know like the implication of what you're saying. And you don't, I know that you don't actively believe this, but what you're saying is that like basically he's not like the right type of black guy. You keep telling him that he's trying to run defense for this fucking KKK member when it's very clear that he's not. And then like it's just kind of like saying he's not like black enough in some capacity. I know you don't actively think this, but like can you understand that that's where the line of logic goes when you keep misinterpreting him as saying that like he's running defense for the fucking KKK? Like what you're saying is that like he's not fucking black enough in some capacity. He doesn't have the right black experience. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He's just an idiot. Like, dude, like, how are you not aware? Like, this is why you're called. This is why people are saying that you're being like racist, like you're a liberal racist because you're not listening to him, right? JiDion's having like he's trying to explain how he feels like he's being patronized, and that there's a level of racism being leveraged against him from you, and you're just not listening to him. That would be considered racially ignorant. I mean, maybe it's because you just don't respect him because he's young and you think he's too edgy and like you're so adamant about disavowing your edginess as a person that you're going to disavow any edginess from JiDion, so you're being extra hard on him. But like at the end of the day, you're just not listening to the dude. He's just trying to fucking talk about his shit. He's just trying to talk about his like experiences and shit, and you're just like not open to it. It's embarrassing, bro. It's sad to see it. It's really easy to be like empathetic and charitable to somebody when you're in the empathetic charitable mood, but like now you're not. Now you're not in the empathetic charitable mood. So like now you're just not giving a shit. I don't know, bro. It's just shitty, bro. It's just like shitty, bro. And you know what? Maybe in Ethan's defense, like listen, I'm friendlier with JiDion. Like I'm not like we haven't gotten to the point of like being friends, but like we're friendly. We chat every so often, you know. And so maybe I'm a little biased towards JiDion. I don't know, but it just feels shitty, bro. You know, it just feels kind of shitty. It's a fucking shame, brother. Let's keep going.
He's a great guy.
And I'm going to get pissed off about it.
JiDion just can't stop defending KKK members.
It really pissed me off, actually.
Woo-wee.
Guys, 4K, this is liberal racism. 4K, this is liberal racism. And the crazy thing about it is they can't wrap their minds around what liberal racism is. In their minds, there's no way a liberal can be racist. It's literally impossible.
Definitely don't believe that.
They don't.
I mean,
liberals can be racist as fuck, and oftentimes are.
So can you give me like an example of that? Like what would you give like an example of like a liberal being a racist person? Would it be like dismissing the experiences of a black person because you don't agree with the way that they did a thing? That might be well, if you didn't do the thing the way that I want you to do it, you're not like, you know, you're not the right type of black guys. Like, what would you say? Like, what do you mean? Give me an example. Like, come on, bro. This is fucking crazy.
So I'm open, obviously, if somebody's like, oh, this is racist, what you're doing. I'm open to listening.
No, you're not. He's saying it, and you fucking turned the channel off. What are you talking about, bro? Ethan, I will explain to you why you're being racially ignorant. I have no problem with that. But you banned me from your fucking chat, pussy. So fuck, what are you talking about? I am open to, who do you, like, have JiDion on, which is probably the best person to have on, but he might not want to engage with it. To be honest with you, if I was JiDion, I wouldn't want to engage with you for shit. You literally, you poison the fuck out of the well, bro. This guy, why would he go on to have the conversation with you? You know? Like, you're like, why would he? You're like, I'll listen, I'll hear him out. Bro, you're fucking stressing this dude out because you're bad faithing the fuck out of him. You haven't watched the video. You're bad faithing the shit out of this dude. And you're like, I'm open to hearing it. Okay. Let's have a conversation. Try to have it with JiDion, but I doubt he'll have it with you. But I'm down. And not just to dunk on you, because that's fucking stupid, but just to get, like, so you can understand, like, what the problem is throughout this entire thing. But again, you banned me from chat, so.
That's obviously a huge accusation to make. So I just want to really hear him out here.
Get it. They never will. They never will get it. This is so
I love this. And you want to know why I love this? Because Ethan knows the video's over. And he's like, I want to hear him out here. He turns him off before when JiDion was actually going to explain himself. But then he puts back to the video. He knows it's the end of the video because he can see the timeline on it. And he's like, I'm going to hear him out here. And then he's going to go, oh, I couldn't hear him out. He ended the video there. You see, this is intentional. I mean, I can't interpret it any other fucking way. You can see the goddamn timestamp on the fucking video. You know he doesn't go into specifics. And you intentionally cut him off before when he was explaining himself. And all of a sudden, though, now that I'm ready to listen, you know there's nothing else. You know he doesn't say anything else. You've had your people watch it already, so they tell you that he doesn't really say anything. And you fucking see the time counter at the bottom. So now you're just being intentionally disingenuous. Like, this is really shitty, bro. This is really shitty. Like,
is that us or him?
I guess you think it'd be cool.
Oh, I
so
guess that's it.
He doesn't explain why or what that even means. It just seems to be that because I'm criticizing him.
See? What'd I say?
I'm a liberal racist.
What'd I say?
And actually, he called it 4K, so it must be super obvious. But what's crazy
What'd I
about
say?
JiDion is that he accuses me of being a liberal racist. And then this motherfucker has the... Pull up that thumbnail again. From that short clip, people were sending me this thumbnail. Look at him act like an orangutan. Now, bro, this is so fucked up on so many levels. First of all, you're putting out this racist trope. Okay, you're putting it out there.
What do you mean?
You're attributing something horrifically racist with a chat bubble, meaning I verbatim said that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that is, yeah.
Also,
well, Ethan, you're laughing at the jokes where you keep it like, I'm just, you're running defense for a white clan member. Like, aren't you like kind of doing something similar? You're invalidating his blackness. He's calling you racist. You know.
It's kind of interesting how JiDion is practically because he's gone full circle and become a social justice warrior. Because it's like,
oh, you're saying he's leveraging false accusations that you're a racist. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Everybody, he sees he's calling everybody racist.
Well, if I can stop you, in his defense, the KKK guy he's okay with.
Okay.
Yeah, that right.
I thought they were actually going to have an intelligent defense, but What
I said was too far.
Yeah.
No, but it's like
I could. It's so weird because I'm a white dude, and so like you always see people like you should add more black people to this or that, and I'm like, who cares? I really just. But this is the instance where I'm like, that makes sense now because all of them are fucking white, and like maybe a black person would be like, actually, Ethan, this is how he probably feels about this. Kind of makes a little more sense now. Because really. Like JiDion could probably be better at expressing the way that he like feels in some like he could have taken the time to explain himself there. He could have, and he probably should have, and he didn't. But like you don't have anybody in your circle that's running any actual defense. You guys are just doubling down that he's running defense for this clan member, and it's probably because you're just like regurgitating Hassan's takes. And like you're not open to criticism on that. Which is probably again why I'm banned from the chat because Hassan doesn't like me, because he decided I was a hate farmer when I thought it was really shitty to run defense for Russia and shit like that. So, it's interesting that you're saying you're open to being educated on these particular topics, and then you're doing your best to just stay away from them.
Like, dude, if you're going to call me racist, I'm interested to hear what you've said. And by the way, I agree that liberals can be racist. I don't agree that they can't. And I've said and done racist things. And, I'm always open to hearing and learning from it. But the one thing that's super fucked up, you can't put that out, dude. You can't do that in a thumbnail. That's insane. That's fucking insane. With the title, JiDion reacts to H3H3 showing liberal racism on his podcast. Also,
so like maybe because it is unlisted now, which we discovered just at like an hour before the show. Is it possible this is all the fault of like his editor or something, and
hell
he
no.
maybe even told them to take it down?
I
Just
doubt
giving
it.
that possibility, because I do think we hadn't responded to it yet, and he unlisted the video. So like,
Send me the link of the. Oh, here it is. But I think it has more to do with the second strike.
Yeah, I think it's the second
Right,
strike.
Because this is community guidelines territory with that thumbnail.
Right.
And it may have been age restricted or just matured. Oh, he commented on it, bro. He commented on it.
I told you. Yeah.
I missed the old H3. Yeah.
Yeah.
go!
He pinned that comment.
I missed the old H3. Pinned
That's why
by
I said
JiDion
that's what we
Pre.
Do we have that? Can somebody resend me the link to that unlisted JiDion video? I'd like to see it.
That's his main channel, bro. Let's go. No plausible deniability for our boy. This is on JiDion Premium, and his main channel commented that.
well, there goes that theory.
Let's fucking go.
I was trying to give him an out.
I know.
It's probably the H3 haters. They're saying you already got your second strike. Watch out. He's gonna call Susan, get you removed. All the conspiracy
Oh, you think
theories.
so?
Oh, definitely. I'm already seeing it a little bit. Yeah.
Call up Susan.
I'm not. I didn't report it. I'm not doing anything. I just think it's
We
insane.
talked about it until now.
You're right.
I don't know how that would be possible.
Bro, of course I'm gonna say it. Like, why am I the asshole? Why am I the asshole for this fucking thumbnail? Like, sorry, dude. Your age is showing, and that's fine. Let's read some comments. I'm sure they're good.
Be careful putting it on screen without screening it first. You never know what'll pop up down there.
H3 hating on creators becoming more successful than him is nothing new.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you mean by that.
H3H3 humor.
Oh, I found it.
H3 propagates liberal racism. Thank you, JiDion, for finally saying what we were all thinking. It's been on everybody's mind. Yo, that shit's fucked up, bro. That is literally defamation. So, So here's where the part where okay, this is the mature part. Okay, this is where I show my grace. I'm graceful, like God Himself.
Mm-hmm. Let's get some Gregorian chants going, Zach.
Yeah, let's get the vibes right.
There it is.
In my old age, I have learned many things, JiDion.
We're really on our H3 fucking condescension arc here. Holy fuck. This is incredible. I'm really enjoying this. This is my favorite.
The faults of youth is a given, but it's what we do when confronted that lets us age gracefully. JiDion, you're young.
JiDion's already going to age gracefully, bro. Black don't crack, dog. You didn't hear about that?
Don't know what you're doing. And so I'm willing to let this slide, just that you took things too far. But I do think it's important.
Wow, you're willing to let
Now,
it slide. Holy
as you
shit.
mature and keep making content, like I don't want you to get banned on YouTube.
You can't just let it slide, please.
I want you to get banned on YouTube, but is that what you're saying? Like, but? Don't say but.
And actually, I'll say I don't think you did anything really wrong. I think you're a good guy, and I think you're funny. And you
It's so weird though, because like, you know what? Ethan might actually feel that way, but you're being so fucking condescending that like, what does that really mean to him? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, and you may not realize that you're being such an asshole to him. That's fine, but like, you're being super condescending. You're, like, you're probably not a bad guy. It's like, well, you're being kind of an asshole. So why would he like take that? Like, oh, you know, I just shit on you for the past like, you know, half hour, but I don't think you're a bad guy. It's like, oh, okay. Well, maybe you could have been like a little less aggressive then. And you could have actually listened to him when he tried to make points instead of roll on the video. It was a little shitty, but
prove that.
Oops, sorry.
That you can be mature and squash the beef when it came to whatever happened with Pokimane. That was nice. That made me feel good. But I'm warning you, with peace and love, you take shit too far. Keepstars on Twitter blaming Ethan for JiDion's TikTok getting deleted. Is that right?
Yeah.
Wait, what did I do?
It's not worth it. It's exactly what I said.
I haven't even seen his TikTok. What was his TikTok? Dude, Keepstar's the only one that's actually writing YouTube. Like, we know we have absolute fucking proof of it.
Oh, I thought that the audio blew out or something.
What happened?
I've never visited his TikTok. I don't even fucking know, but it's typical Keemstar anti-Semitism / Ethan obsession.
Terrorist.
But I will say, JiDion. Oh.
I think he just needs.
Oh, he said JiDion called out H3 yesterday, and today he received 1 YouTube strike. It wasn't even for this video. The video's still up, idiot. Like, if you got a community strike, the video would be erased. I have the unlisted video open right now.
That's a fantastic point.
Idiot.
Listen, what do you guys think of this thumbnail? What do you think of this? Is this decent? Is this a decent thumbnail for the Papa Gut, this video? that good? Should I make this the thumbnail? Not bad, huh? Not too bad. I know I could have cleaned this up on the edges a little more, but I just don't feel like it, to be honest with you. Not bad, right? Not too bad. Not bad at all. There we go.
I mean, and it doesn't even, it's not even age restricted. Dumb fuck, bro.
Whoa. That's true.
JiDion called
it is true. Keemstar will pearl clutch the fuck out of almost everything, so.
About H3 yesterday.
No, I'm gonna title the racism of each the liberal racism of Ethan Klein. There you go. That's what I'm gonna do.
Today he receives 1 YouTube strike and his TikTok banned. Bro, you are so fucking dumb.
Does he think that you have clout with TikTok? Because Ethan gets every single fucking video removed
I
on
post a
TikTok.
single fucking video on TikTok. I basically stopped posting to TikTok.
So frustrating!
Yeah, every video I post there gets age gated.
I feel very foolish.
Bro, that's so nuts. Especially when it's...
Do you think he's going to get triggered over that title?Maybe he'll have a conversation with me then. Maybe he'll have a conversation. And he'll be like, oh, okay, Papa Gut. Thanks. Thanks for doing your best to be impartial and try to explain the situation to me. You know? Or maybe he'll talk to JiDion. That would be cool.
Proven that
Or maybe he'll unban me from his chat. I don't know.
He's the only one that actually is writing YouTube and having shit done. Like, but anyway, I'm not wanting you to get banned or anything crazy. I'm just saying what you did is fucked up. I think you need to acknowledge that this thumbnail was fucked up. You can't do that to me or anyone, right?
Well, it's obviously exaggeratory. I can see why you're upset about it. So I'm not gonna like be like, oh, because you know he has a fair point. Like it's upsetting. Nobody wants to be fucking racist, and the fact that Ethan doesn't want to be racist, I think, is obviously a good thing. You know what I mean? I've been there where I've said some shit that's like can be definitely interpreted racist, but you don't really realize it. So I gotta show love from one white man to another that I get it. All right, nobody wants to be called racist. It's definitely hyperbolic and satirical, but speak for yourself. You're such a fucking piece of shit. But I will say that I understand what he's saying. I can see like the racial ignorance, right? That's what he's arguing. He didn't really do a good job of explaining it, and I get why. He seems to be pretty dumb with the situation, but you never know.
And you know, I'm willing to let that slide. I am. So, also, if you want to accuse me of liberal racism, I would love to hear you out. If you want to have a conversation about it. An open, honest conversation. I'd love to learn how I'm being a liberal racist because you didn't explain it here.
Let the conversation begin.
Thank you, Garth. But I do forgive you. I'm not, you know, listen, an apology would be nice, but I'm not going to demand it of you.
That's so nice of you.
Okay. You're a good guy. You're funny. You're talented. You're 21 years old, and we love that for you. In fact, I'm looking out for you. You got to chill, dude. Do we know why he got a second strike?
I don't think it was confirmed. We were hearing different things about him reacting to a gambling stream. But
right, he was saying that it was because of some gambling stuff, but he...
Oh, that's crazy.
He says that he's adamantly against
He said he's against the gambling, and he was like reacting to some gambling stuff, and that...
Could be a mistake then.
It could be a mistake, yeah.
But again, that's why Steve will do it got banned. But actually, he should talk to Keemstar because he knows why. It was for this video that's still up, apparently. Stupid ass.
Yeah.
So anyway,
the brightest.
I don't know. I love how he goes, oh, this shit pissed me off. And then... Like,
and then didn't explain himself. Yeah,
does that?
So, do you think that he's being dishonest when he says that it pissed him off, or do you think that he has a reason why it made him angry? Because that, yeah, you know,
people saying, but is he a good guy, or you're going too easy on him?
He seems like he doesn't have bad intentions, right?
Exactly. Like
it's just so weirdly patronizing to me. Well, yeah, you know, I think it's like truly, who the fuck are you guys to try to pass judgment on who's a good or a bad person? Like, it's just so weird. It's like so fucking weird. Like, you guys, like, very recently, you guys have been constantly being caught in like controversies where you're showing that you're not great. Like, I hate to bring up the fucking gay thing again, but it's kind of a factor. It's not that you were making like jokes about the buttholes or whatever, like gay guys having loose buttholes, but then like you were harassing some dude about him fucking about whether he likes to get fucked in the ass or not. And you would, no, so yes, it was what you're saying. You asked the dude, you're like, are you a bottom? He's like, I don't really want to talk about that, Ethan. And you're like, oh, but are you? But I think I got it right. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on. You're doing the same dumb fucking immature shit. You're arguably worse because you're, well, not arguably worse, sure, but worse because you're fucking 30 something. And you're like, oh, hey guys, I changed. Yes, I finished my redemption arc yesterday. Come on, dude. And then people are like, hey, this is why this is kind of upsetting. You're like, no, you guys are just too sensitive. Like, you're fucking going back and forth between whether you think you're right or wrong. So, like, where do you, like, why do you feel like you're in this position where you can be any level of moral authority? I'm just genuinely curious about that. Why do you feel that way?
The worst thing I can say about that clan video is that it's incredibly nice.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he was trying to do something good there, and just does not realize that all he's doing is giving a voice to some of the worst people in the country and ones that want him dead and you dead. That's the real irony. It happens to be the clan who happens to be uniquely
Well, if it was
against black people and Jews, so
we're brothers, bro.
Exactly, we're
pretty much anybody but white people, but sure.
We should be united, man.
Christian white people. Yeah.
Everybody hates both of us. Well, not everybody. Let's be honest.
No,
but people fucking hate Jews, man. That guy.
Okay.
Here's a question I'd like to ask him: if you could kill all black people or all Jews, which one would you choose? Now that's fucking hard hitting.
Paul. I'm kidding.
Bad poll.
Bad poll. Bad poll.
I think I choose Jewish people just so I don't have to listen to Ethan anymore. It's okay to make the joke because Ethan prompted it.
I'm not trying to do like the racism Olympics or anything, but I bet it would be Jews.
No, the clan is
really?
The clan is first and foremost about blacks, Jews.
Well, we'll never know.
And I'll tell you, the klan, historically at least, was also extremely belligerent towards Catholics.
Oh, really?
At the time when the klan was formed, most of the immigrants from, say, like Ireland or Italy, or Mexicans, they're primarily Catholic, and the KKK is very like Protestantism only. So they really just hate anything that isn't them.
Well, maybe if JiDion was doing real journalism, we could have got an answer to that hard-hitting question.
Which one do they hate more?
Yeah, or which one would you wipe off the face of the earth?
They've killed a lot more black people.
I guess it was a joke. I don't know.
Than Jews.
That's fair.
I would say
that's
they're
true.
more racist.
That's true. That's
true.
true.
Black people.
Wan, we got W Dan Wan over here.
Is this over?
Shout out to Emo Jalapeno for 5 gifted subs. Yo, that makes.
Yeah, they did more research on the clan than they actually did the video that JiDion watched. Yeah, interesting, huh?
You want to eat nachos for dinner? What the fuck? Literally, I just saw jalapeno and I had a whole vision for dinner.
Is it done? Are we over this yet?
That's fucking mental illness right there. God damn. Think of it gifted.
I think we're good.
Yeah, but I think there's a road to like squashing the beef. I'd like to be friends with him. I'd like to talk with him. I don't think he has bad intentions. And you know,
it's just bro, you were such a piece of shit to him just now, and you're like, but I'd like to be friends with this. It's like, dude, you just treated him like such a piece of shit. I mean, he would have to be like beyond reasonable. Like he would have to go beyond reasonable expectations of reasonability in order for him to like even want to give you the time of day. So
let's Whittian it together. Whittian. We can do this.
Whittian.
Yes. Whittian. Okay, so there you go, you know. But I'm not overreacting, right? That thumbnail he posted was
I don't think you're overreacting to the thumbnail. I think that you are not. I think you're underreacting to JiDion's like feelings on the situation, though.
And the title was fucking nuts, right?
It's mostly the thumbnail. You know, if he wants to call you a liberal racist, I mean,
the thumbnail and the title in conjunction.
I agree. Yeah.
I don't know.
Was so crazy. I actually panicked when I saw it because like I didn't say that shit, did I? That's like he says I said it verbatim.
Oh, he scared you. You thought that you actually said that? That's a little weird. I thought I actually might have said that he's a monkey. Did you feel that way? Did you actually think that you might have said that? That's a little weird. Did you edit that out? Did you actually say that, Ethan? Guilty conscience? Guilty conscience, Ethan? Guilty conscience? Ethan Klein? Nah, I get it. I'm just fucking around. I get it. I get why he's frustrated. But I do get it. But, you know, it's funny.
I could probably sue you for defamation if I was a petty little bitch.
Oh my god.
I am a hater. I am a hater ass bitch, but not a petty little bitch. Well, I probably
What are you talking about? You could sue him for defamation? You can't prove any damages, right? I don't think that you would win this at all. Why are you jumping to suing? Now you're just getting into a point where you're almost like bullying the guy. I could sue you, JiDion. Jesus Christ. Chill the fuck out. Like, what the fuck is the matter with you, bro?
Probably am, but I don't sue people. I get sued.
You're very petty, but you don't sue.
If I was vindictive, though, let's be honest. There's a lot of people I could sue that I don't. I'm not vindictive. I'm not.
Yep.
I really am not.
Orangutans are... It's orangutan now? It's a kick in the glass. Sorry. Orangutans are chimps, not monkeys. What is the difference? I don't understand that. I really don't get it.
I'm
thinking about suing them too.
Oh wait, okay. So hold on, JiDion. There was some great moments that I wanted to show you guys.
Okay.
Just so you know, though, we've gone very long. We really got to get to
I need that screen cap of him doing the salute.
It's here.
What?
It's a video link, but
yeah, it's
just so fast.
Yeah, seeing it in motion is much more sus than just a screenshot, though.
So let me slow it down.
Okay.
This was a moment. Did you catch this by accident, Dan?
No, because I was looking up that video. I was actually originally looking for the video where he was arguing back and forth with Hassan because I was trying to refresh myself on like what that whole exchange was about. And yeah, I just stumbled upon it, I think, in the comments section of his original video.
Okay.
Because I was looking for a timestamp and somebody was like, what the fuck is this? And I clicked on it and was like, whoa.
Should I just pull an Ethan and turn the video off and not listen to their argument?
Ooh. Yeah, it's pretty awesome that he does a whole video about racism.
Okay.
And now he's standing in front of like, it looks like a Klan run kind of building here.
Yeah, we should note though that those are just kids from the local high school. Those aren't like the Klan members that he's with.
Right, but actually they didn't even throw up any hails. But here is JiDion. Let's go, brother. That was good form too. That was like a strong. He hit that.
I mean, he could have. Maybe he was just waving goodbye to the camera. Maybe he was doing that. I guess it's a little bit of a shitty, edgy joke. Okay.
He hit that.
Hit the dab.
Yeah, he hit that dab hard as hell, boy. There's one where his arm is really straight. Does he do it twice?
Yeah, he does it twice.
Okay.
Wait, if he...
Yeah, there it is.
Wait, if he does it twice, then is it actually that?
There's one where his arm is really straight. Does he do it twice?
Yeah, he does it twice.
Hold on.
The dab.
Yeah, he hit that dab hard. That was like a...
I'm just going to go fucking look at the goddamn video myself now, because they're just going to keep... This is 1640-ish. Let's just go to there. I just want to see... Because it very well could be doing that as like a really edgy joke, which you shouldn't be doing, but like, now I'm just curious.
He pukes at. I can't stand that shit. Makes him sick to the stomach. So.
Oh, maybe. It could have been. It very well may have been. I don't really know. Let's mute the video though as we do this. All right. Probably is that. He could be just telling somebody to go away, but it sounds like he's hitting his chest first, which I think is like the first part. It seems like it probably is the salute. Yeah.
Let's go, brother. That was good form too. That was like a strong. He hit that. Hit the dab. Yeah, he hit that dab hard as hell, boy. There's one where his arm is really straight. Does he do it?
Well, yeah, he's probably doing it in a mocking way. Like, no, I don't think anybody that's reasonable is like, JiDion's actually doing the salute, like, unironically. Like, yeah, you would say that it's like a shitty, edgy joke. That's as far as you go, though. I don't think anybody could reasonably say that, like, he's actually trying to be anti-Semitic here.
Twice?
Yeah, he does it twice.
Okay. Yeah, there it is.
Don't do that. That's racist, my friend.
That's actually super fucked up.
Yeah, don't do that.
And it's just so ironic, man. You're doing a video about racism, and you've included you doing a fucking Heil Hitler in front.
Well, I mean, your friend Hassan's whole thing is that he's just like a jokester that makes jokes. So wouldn't you just write this off as a joke? I don't know. Yeah, it's a shitty joke, but do you actually think that he's like doing that? Like, is that like the? I thought that was like an anti-Semitic salute. I thought that was like the Hitler salute, not like. I mean, I guess it'd still be racist in some capacity, but is that like a KKK salute? Would it be racist or anti-Semitic? I guess it doesn't necessarily matter, but it's like kind of weird to be like, oh, he's being racist to like what himself? Like maybe, I don't know. Yeah.
Front of a Klan place.
Fucking hilarious. Great content.
But he's saying anti-Semitism is something we can all joke about and have fun with.
Right.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's okay.
That's fine.
That's okay.
That one hand gesture is all you need to hear? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Fortnite emote.
Yeah, maybe it's
dude, again, he's the king of removing deniability. Because usually when people get caught doing salutes, they'll be like, oh, I was doing something else. But he even hits it with one of these.
It's pretty clear what he was doing.
Dude, yeah.
No,
Like
not
here.
the Fortnite
I will say this bit is actually kind of funny. It's not like laughing funny to me. It's just like you know. But like the whole everything else is so bad faith that it's not like as funny. You know what I mean?
Oh no!
Hey, I like this new fork dance.
This is horrible.
Fortnite dance. What do you call this? Hey.
Oh my god.
Heil Tomato Town.
So shut the fuck up, dude. Don't accuse me of some bullshit racism, not explain it, and then be doing Heil Hitlers.
Fortnite.
So you know what?
I think you did the Hail Hitler first. So.
You know what? I still stand by all the things I said, but also suck my tiny Jewish dick too.
Growth, baby.
Hit that music again.
Is that growth? Because weren't you saying like the N word, like far beyond being 21? I get it, you apologize for it. I'm just saying like you're kind of like I guess I'll get over this one, but you were like unironically saying the actual N word and the F slur, right? So this is like one of those things to me where it's like it's so weird to me when Ethan doesn't acknowledge edgy jokes and he gets so offended by some of them when he should understand what it's like to be an edgy content creator. Like I still make some edgy jokes and have some fun, but like I stay away from like the extra edgy stuff. You know, I'm getting a little older and it comes off as it's not really that mature. I don't want to be seen like that because like it's immature and I'm more interested in like having like fun conversations, you know? But when I see some young kid doing something stupid, I don't get offended. I'm like, it's just some young kid doing some dumb shit. And like it's weird that Ethan was like even in his 30s saying the fucking N-word and the F slur like openly and like I get he apologized and I get it, like ignorance is totally fine. I'm not saying that he's racist because of that. But then like you're not looking at this like 20-year-old dude like making a really shitty edgy joke. Clearly he's not anti-Semitic, and you're just like it's like what you should understand where you should kind of understand where he's coming from, being an edgester yourself, right?
Right.
Chug. What do you call that? The chug jug?
Chug jug.
Yeah.
Hit him with the chug jug.
Hit him. Hit me with that.
It's that clan Kool-Aid.
Yes. Hey. Hey. Throw him up. Hey. Throw him up.
Just
Yeah.
dead horse here.
Woo. Yeah. Oh shit. That happened right as I clicked off.
What happened?
It's getting all creepier and shit.
Oh, so bad.
All right. Anyway, you guys get the picture. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Kill it. Kill it. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
All right. We've been going an hour and 15 minutes. We got to do it.
Thank you to HelloFresh. We love them, folks. They are truly awesome.
All right, I guess we're done with that bit. Finally, there's HelloFresh. Blah 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 blah. I think Bowblacks has that as well.
Well, so there's actually two wars to talk about today.
I think Bowblacks has the same HelloFresh thing. Go look at his stuff. Okay, cool. That was good. That was content. Great. Listen, let me end this off by saying this. Fuck you, Ethan. Suck my dick. No, I'm just kidding. You couldn't handle it. Listen. I really want to like Ethan Klein. I do. I try not to hate people. There are some people that are worth hating. But considering some of the people that we've dealt with, like Glenn and Cameron, Ethan is a saint comparatively, of course. Well, here's what I do know, is that there's a conversation that, like, I don't know if JiDion's going to take it. I will take the conversation, though. I'll take the fuck out of it. If JiDion wants to do it, obviously he should be the one to talk about it, but I'll take it. Or we could do a 2v2. You know, Ethan and Hassan and Papa Gut. Not versus. We could do like a 4-way gangbang, because it would just be a nice conversation. But to me, it seems like you guys have been so adamant about disengaging with with the actual issues of JiDion. It seems like you don't understand what he's saying, which is weird to me. But probably, well, it's not really weird. You never actually watched him talk. You cut him off constantly. You don't actually watch the content. That's the problem, bro. You're being so fucking lazy. Watch the goddamn content that you're reacting. Like, watch if you're gonna talk about a topic, watch the fucking reaction. This is one of the things I'd like to watch. This is one of the reasons I like to watch live reactions, because watching live reactions, if I fuck up on something, people yell at me. And it's also, I'm lazy too, but people will yell at me in the comments or in the chat. So it's like, oh shit, did I miss something? Oh, did I do this? Oh, did I do that? You know, it makes it a lot easier. So you should do that. React, like, you know what I mean? Like live react. That's your whole fucking podcast. Live react to something. You know? Because I would say this JiDion situation is probably more important than. I think I closed it out, but like I don't know what.
And let them suck his blood.
I'm pretty sure the JiDion conversation about racism is a little more important than a mukbang video. That's clearly just filler content. JiDion didn't want to talk to Hassan, and Hassan doesn't like you and blocked you of his comments. So I highly doubt that's going to happen. Probably not. You're probably right. You're right, Mac Daddy Mike 75. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.